Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Rime of the Frostmaiden here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeonmaster Callie, and joining me tonight is the intrepid explorers with no need for introduction or name because they haven't thought of one yet. Heck, let's give them an introduction anyway, starting with Robin.
I'm not ready. Just
Okay.
kidding. No, I'm good. Hello everyone, I'm Robin and I am Vistra Dankil, the Mountaindorf barbarian, who's apparently British.
I mean, you get around.
Night.
Ix.
You what, mate?
You what?
You what? Hello, Mike, are you okay? You're crying. Oh, you're also muted.
All right. How about now?
Yeah, just
They
turn.
work?
Do we have sound?
Yeah, just
Yes.
turn it up a tiny bit if you can.
How about that? Is better?
Yes, that's good.
That sounds pretty good.
Fantastic. I just kept plugging it in and out,
Just,
so to speak.
I mean,
So to
that's
speak.
literally what you did. Maybe it just got greasy or something.
Yeah, I have no clue, but
Like,
yeah,
get-
I literally
get
just went
like-
like wee.
Yeah, just get like some alcohol and clean it off when this is done.
Yeah.
Just, take a drink too if you need to. All right, so hello, Mike.
Hey guys, I'm Mike, and tonight I am playing Katerina Firestring. She's the human bard of the group.
Hello, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Callie Thornhill, the halfling druid.
And hello, Hayden.
Hello, everybody. I'm Hayden Daviau. I am playing Lysithian Callisto, the moon elf wizard. I love them. They are very fun, and this is the accent that they do. So,
That's true. All right, so this game takes place in Icewind Dale, which is at the top of the world of Faerun, the Forgotten Realms setting. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, go do it. They're a lot of fun. But if you're here right now and watching anyway, what you need to know is that 4 intrepid adventurers who have been stuck there since Oril, the Frostmaiden, took the sun out of the equation. The sun only rises for a few hours, distant, dimly lit hours every day, and a permanent winter has blanketed all of Icewind Dale and the Frozen North. These characters, most of which aren't from here, I don't think any of you are from here actually originally. These tourists have been stuck here for the past year or two, depending on the character. It's very easy to get into Icewind Dale depending on how you do it, and very difficult to get out. They have gone around doing all sorts of quests around the area, trying to be good people and do good things, and they're slowly going insane, I have a feeling, from all the fetch quests. Is that accurate, or are we all good? No?
little bit.
Little bit? Okay. Well, this game is 60% fetch quest, so enjoy.
I mean, I got to bite some heads off. I got laid. It was
Okay.
an okay time. Like,
Were
I had a good
they
time.
different instances?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they were.
Okay.
Some of them I was small and sassy, and other ones I was big and hairy.
You decide which is
Eee.
which.
Oh, God, please.
Yeah,
just-
chat. Tell us which is which.
So Mike, your mic's coming in good. If you could turn it up about another 10 to 15%, that would be ideal for me.
All right, that's about 10% up on the volume.
Give me another 10.
It might also help if my mic is actually beside my face.
That does help
Probably.
sometimes.
Is this any better?
If you can give me like another 5 to 10, that would be ideal, but you'll be fine if you're just very clear.
All right. How about this? Is this okay?
That's where I want you. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna mute Zoom so nobody hears me eat pizza.
Well, yeah, this isn't the rhyme of the mukbang.
Mukbang and the Frostmaiden.
Mukbang, that's right.
ASMR rhyme.
ASMR. Welcome to Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Welcome to Rime of the Frostmaiden. My name is Lysithian Callisto, and today we're going to be.
We're doing a cranial nerve exam.
This is
going to help you sleep. I promise.
Hold
I
on.
think the problem is that Callie can't do this voice full time.
No,
She's a little too
Vistra.
loud.
Oh god.
Vistra can't either.
The Halloween episode.
God. Meanwhile, Hayden, we need to get our ASMR channels up and running because we
Oh
need
my
to
god.
get that ASMR money.
You know what we need? You know what we need? We need a Galatea Brookborth does fucking ASMR. And it's just sassy British gnome.
I could direct you to some ASMR channels that already do that.
I know, but I'll do it in full cosplay.
ASMR, beautiful.
I can direct you to some ASMR channels that already do it.
But it's D&D.
I can
don't
direct you
fucking
to-
care. I don't care, Kelly. Clearly.
Okay.
We
All right.
are
I feel like I have to do that
ridiculous
now for
today.
Vandalia. Like
Oh,
actually
God.
like costume.
Oh my god.
Now that's only
Dude.
like once a month at most.
The thing is, my hair's already bright green and I plan to keep it up. So like,
That's
Nice.
true. Well, and we've got green face paint now.
exactly.
So
All right.
I need you in a
be
magical
an
girl
orc.
costume full time though.
I would need to get tusks though.
Yeah. You can just get like little bottom like fangs that you get for like tiefling cosplays. You just get little fangs to put on the bottom.
Honestly, I was thinking of getting the thermoplastics.
Those are the ones that I want to get because like I have a like that gap there. I can't.
Well, because
You
you
know,
can
just
get
look
those
weird.
the bag of just the pellets
Mm-hmm.
that you can mold it yourself to fit you.
Yeah, those are the ones that I want eventually.
So I've been tempted.
All right. So,
But
last time on
back to
Rime,
Callie.
last time on Rime of the Frostmaiden, you all went over to Caer Dineval, where you hunted down Harwar, the son of the innkeeper in Bremen. You discovered that he had been roped into some type of cult called the Knights of the Black Sword. And after initially making decent contacts with them, decided that you didn't want to deal with a cult.
And we killed them all.
Sorry?
And we killed them all.
Yeah, you did. You killed basically all of them, yes. You killed all except for the one really pathetic guy who went to jail, who was named Thoob. All right.
Yeah.
Aw,
Or Thoob.
Poor Thoob.
Poor Thoob.
he's gonna
He
have
didn't-
trust issues forever.
He did. Well, Katerina told him that he got laid, and he
You-
believed her.
You should write him in prison.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you.
Oh my.
Oh
All
my.
right. And
Honey,
with-
you're not my type.
that's not what you said last time. Anyway, so after seducing and jailing Butterscotch, you went and you left Caer Dineval and headed your way back to Bryn Shander. Along the way, you discovered a Chwinga, a small nature spirit that joined you on your adventure. The Chwinga's name, as far as I can tell so far, is Chwinga. Or Chwingus. Chwingay? Anyway,
I
you'll
like
figure
the
it out.
ah ending better than the us ending.
That just
Yeah.
sounds like some sort of disease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
kinda.
disease of cuteness.
It's a disease
Right?
of cutis.
I'll catch
It
that
is
disease.
really cute.
All right, and with that, you make your way back to Bryn Shander. It doesn't actually take you terribly long, thanks to your dog sleds. You'll find that the 5-hour trek goes by fairly quickly. You rest your dogs and let them get you there at their leisure. Before long, you find yourself reaching the east gate of Bryn Shander just before sundown, around second bell in the afternoon. The doors are shut already, and you can see that a cold guard is huddled up along the top of the gate, a blanket wrapped around her frame. She looks down as you approach. Where are you coming from?
Caer Dineval.
You're, Oh, it's you four!
Yeah, we're back.
You don't actually recognize this guard, but she recognizes you. And she'll call down, "Let him in!" And you'll hear a couple of couple of gears and cogs and a bit of moving wood from behind the door. And a moment later, it will swing in a few feet, enough for you to pilot your dogs through. And with that, you're back inside the safety of the tall wooden walls of Bryn Shander. Where do you go? What do you do?
Return the
to a bar.
dogs?
How many dogs did we get? Did we get any? I can't remember
So
now.
you have rented 3.
Yes.
And
But then,
you-
what's her face?
she gave you, I believe she gave you 3.
Yeah, she let us
Yeah.
keep 3.
Don't we have an extra Slade, too?
And then did you take any of the dogs that were at Caerdinaval, or probably not?
No, we
No.
didn't.
Okay.
Well, it's not ours to take.
No.
Okay. All right. So yeah,
Um,
she gave you 3 dogs. So you have a total of 6 dogs, 3 pulling each sled.
Okay, so we've got a spare sled that is ours.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, potentially, do you think we should see about maybe buying one of the sleds and one of the dogs so that we have transport from now on? And we just
Probably.
have to stable
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
we've got
We're
like half
using
of it.
them. I know, we're already using it all the time, so.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't Katerina want that bird thing?
Oh yeah,
Wait,
no, you
John-
wanted like a bird?
Yeah, the bird's really cool. But
True.
it doesn't have the same kind of endurance that a dog sled has.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
the sleds is probably the better idea for now, but I think if we have use for it, we can definitely get you one of the birds.
Yeah.
I will eventually get one of the birds.
It suits you.
I think it's so much more fun.
Very flashy.
Exactly.
It suits you.
Yeah.
You know me so well.
Can I
I
get all,
do at this point.
can I get all of you to make me a quick insight roll?
Oh, not bad, not bad. It's going to be 17.
17. Nice.
Net 20, the first roll of the
The
game.
first roll of the game. YouTube is watching.
15.
I am sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. I have to give you trouble.
Oh my god.
What?
Not
Did
20.
you get?
Okay, well.
Oh my god.
Well, it wasn't my dice, so I only got a 15.
All right. So,
I retired the good set.
as you're looking around, you begin plodding your way down to the southwestern gate where the stables are. And as you move, this is your last trip through Bryn Shander was very quick. You didn't even stay the night, if I remember correctly.
No, we
No.
were in and out.
We had a mission.
You hadn't
Risky.
realized how bad things had gotten. For now, as you head down along the east gate, along the main roads toward Town Hall, you see how few lights are on even as dusk begins to settle. The streets are empty, aside from the shuffling of lone wanderers quickly scurrying between buildings and bars. A number of buildings are completely boarded up, and in the distance you can hear squabbling on a corner, and then the sound of breaking. As you round one of the corners heading to the southwest, you can see a group of workers tearing down a small house. All right. No. Don't get the walls wet. We don't have time to dry them out. Take it down slowly and make sure you don't get any of the fillings. Some of that's not good for your lungs. Do you...
Going to turn to Callie. What is going on? Do you think you could sneak ahead and see, maybe?
I imagine they're just repurposing a house.
Why would they be taking down a house, though?
And then the two of you, Vistra
Lives
and
there?
Katerina. The house does look a bit derelict, and as you two look ahead, you immediately see that there's a sled placed aside the house, a large one. The kind that would normally be able to handle probably 2 people and be pulled by a horse or reindeer or something like that. It's loaded with strips of wood. Like firewood, almost.
Like they're...
They're harvesting the house for fuel.
It's just gonna walk up and go, what's going on here, guys? What you doing?
The man who's obviously the foreman of the group, a tall human man with pale skin and short-cut hair underneath, a thick toque with a little dangly ball at the top of it, and heavy winter clothing, turns to you. Hello, what's it to you?
Just curious.
Strange. Looks a bit weird. Taking down a house and all.
No one's living here. Davessa
But
Shane
some-
said that we could take it down and use it.
Who did? What? Sorry,
Speaker.
didn't catch.
Speaker Shane.
Ah, Speaker Shane.
She said
Alright.
that if the houses ain't being used, it's hard to get trees around here.
Yes.
We're not in Lonely Wood, and the whale
Yeah.
oil's going to dry up soon.
All
best-
right.
Best to have a backup plan.
That's
If you-
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look
fair
like a
enough.
hardy sort. Are you looking for work?
Not at the moment, actually, I don't think, because, did I tell you guys? Marky wanted us to stop by when we were done. He has a job.
No, I don't think you did, but
No.
sure.
Well,
Yeah, that sounds
yeah,
good
sorry,
anyways.
we've got a job waiting for us from the sheriff.
Aye. Well, if you are looking for work ever, my
We'll look
name's
you up.
Ralph. I'm always around.
Right. You have a last name, or is there no one else in town named Ralph?
There are very few named Ralph, but I'm Ralph Duskhollow.
All right.
We'll keep you in mind.
Aye. Alright, back to work, you lot. I don't want to see this thing standing in the morning. Aye, well, you seems you're all right. And they'll go back to tearing it apart. Do you continue onward?
Yeah.
Heading down to the south, you can see that the stables are one of the only points of light. As you approach, you can hear the sound of barking dogs, excited to smell other dogs coming their direction. And as you approach, the wind picks up and cuts into the side of your clothing and the corners where your hat and your face meet.
Ooh.
A man is going to lean out, and you'll recognize him as a deal. The stable master you met before. Hey.
We're back.
Well. Look who's back.
He is promised.
Yeah. It's good to have you back. And all the dogs in one piece. And it looks like they had puppies, too.
Well, we inherited some other dogs, but you know.
I see.
Yeah. So on that note, we would actually like to buy one of the dogs off of you
Alright.
and one of the sleds so that we can because we've got a sled now and 3 dogs.
Sure.
We just need one more to make up the numbers to do 2 sleds.
Alright. So, which one do you want to keep?
Oh. Personally, I like Remy. What do you guys think?
I do like Remy.
I mean, I like them all, but Remy's real sweet.
Remy is very sweet.
Alright. Scout, Bentley. You can come with me. Come on over
Bye,
here.
Scout. I'm going to give Scout scratches before.
The little flopped
Come on,
ear
boy.
goes up for a moment.
Yeah, the little scratches. Goodbye.
Good boy. Good boy.
Right. And he'll walk them back to the stable where you can see there's about 20 dogs all bustling and jumping around the stable area. They're all around a fenced off with chicken wire oil lantern that's burning pretty bright. Alright, so you got one dog, one cot plus your deposit. On the dogs. But if you buy the dog, I'll waive the deposit.
Also, I guess we're probably going to be here for the night at least. Do you provide boarding? Can we pay to leave him here?
You're friends of Markham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Awesome, thank you. We
Should
probably
we-
won't be long because I think he's got a job for us, but...
Yeah.
That sounds good. And, I know you, young lady, owe me a drink sometime.
Sure do. I didn't forget.
Mike, can you turn your volume up a little bit? You're still coming in a little low. Maybe, give me
There we
like...
go. Yeah.
There, okay. Good, I didn't forget. You're all back sooner than I thought. I was worried you'd cut and run. So, the sled. How much was your deposit? It was...
Well,
I think I gave at least 35 gold or
yeah,
25.
I gave. Here.
Wasn't it 125
I
in
wrote
total?
it down in my spell book, I think.
Oh, look at you, Lysithian, always taking the notes.
I try to keep track, but it's been a moment. Lot has happened.
Yeah,
The sled was 20 gold, and the dogs were 50 gold each.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds right.
That's what I have written here.
The dogs were how much?
50 gold is what you told us. But since we brought them back in due time, do you think a discount would be possible?
Not on keeping one, but I was only gonna charge you a little bit for their use anyway. You gave me 135 before.
That we did?
Yeah.
Well, give me just a moment.
Sure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And he will go over to a side room, and as he does, you see that he puts on a blanket before he goes in there again as well. He counts something out inside of the room and comes back a moment later, shivering pretty profusely, his breath coming out in ragged clouds. Hands you over a small sack of coins. It should be the difference that you want. It's 60 gold pieces.
Sure.
That'll do you back, and then you can keep this sled up. You also can keep Remy. He's a good boy, right?
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
I'll keep.
All your dogs were good.
Yeah, they
You got
are.
very nice dogs.
I heard what you did. Word travels fast. Garrett came through here to buy some supplies for the way back. Said you shaved him up on the mountain.
Yeah.
Do you like being heroes?
I wouldn't say we're heroes. I think we're just doing
Helping.
kind of what needs to be done. I don't know if it makes us heroes
Lysithian,
necessarily.
we saved a speaker.
I suppose, but
I think
like,
we're heroes now.
We're
We got
great at
paid
being
to do it,
heroes, and we
so-
love to be heroes.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Oh,
We don't
we haven't
really-
come up with that yet.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
work.
I think
That's
they're workshopping one. I honestly
We're
don't
working on it.
understand why we need a name, but
It
it's
helps
just me.
advertise. If you get a name, I can tell people that the Foxy ladies and elf who were
It doesn't quite have a ring to it yet. We
well,
might
I was
need to workshop that one, but-
trying to be inclusive. Look,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I can advertise that the badasses of Bremen came and bought dogs from me.
Bad
This
asses of
and they're
Brandon.
good dogs.
Yeah,
They're
good
very
boys.
good dogs, but I also don't see why we need advertising. But
Branding. Branding,
it helps-
why do we need
Lysithian.
to brand? I don't
So
want
they
to
know
brand
us.
anything.
We get freebies, you know.
It also helps the people who help us.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know.
Because then they can be all like, oh, look, we sold to them.
Yes, but
exactly.
we're
Then
not.
people will buy from them.
Yeah,
It's, okay,
that's right. Well,
sure.
you
The
said
bad
you're,
asses of Bremen. Yeah,
you're looking
It's
for
a-
I
Markham.
don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think he's at his office still or home?
Oh damn, these dice are amazing. my bullshit Alibaba dice are rolling super well.
Cat butt.
Oh, there was a cat. I looked up and there was no cat. That was weird.
Magic.
I saw him come through a little while ago. I believe he's up at the House of the Morning Lord. Copper was looking for him earlier today. You should be able to catch him. Maybe even the evening service. No, actually, not quite yet. No, it's funny. It's been getting dark for almost 2 years now. I still ain't got used to it. Feels like it should be almost 8th bell.
How are you holding up? You staying warm? You kind of look a little chilly.
Yeah, mostly spending time with the dogs, doing my paperwork inside their pen. I ain't got enough whale oil to keep the whole place running. I keep either myself warm or the dogs warm. And the dogs can't keep themselves as warm. Well, I guess they could cuddle. But they don't have the ability to go buy whale oil. And I do.
Would you like my my cloak? It's quite warm.
But
I
don't
can
you
get-
need your cloak?
And it is the cold in here.
I appreciate it, but I'm a tough old bastard. I'll be fine.
All right.
I appreciate you though. You're good people.
Yeah.
I don't believe anything they say about you.
What?
What are
What?
they saying about us?
Mostly just that you're troublemakers and cause trouble up at Blackiron.
Well,
But
you know.
I mean, technically we
where?
did, but also.
Blackiron Blades.
Oh no, that. Yeah, no,
The cult.
they deserved that though.
Yeah,
they were a cult.
No, no,
They
no.
tried to sell their blades to a
Blackiron
dwarf.
Blades is a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, it's not the cult. No, they're not the cult.
No,
they're
no,
the
it's
ones
a shop.
that. No,
You-
they're
you're
the
thinking
shitty
about the
shop that
wrong
were
people.
assholes to
It's a
me.
shop.
Oh.
That tried to sell
oh.
you shoddy blades.
No, they tried
Oh,
to sell you
damn.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
And they were
Ah.
being assholes to me because they're like, oh, I'm just so fucking
give 'em
I had a bit to drink that night, okay? And my memory is a bit.
That's
Give-
fair, but they're douchebags.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's the right word, but they are
Yeah.
douchebags.
You know,
You want
Garn's,
it right.
Question: do we still have the Chewinga with us right now?
yeah, it's just kind of hanging out.
All right, cool. I just remembered it.
Yep. Your lantern is glowing bright green, but you don't see
Cool.
the Chewinga anywhere.
All right, I trust.
Alright.
Yes, I don't really care if we drop it off. or
Well,
not, so.
as far as I know, Elza ain't too pleased with you. That's the girl you were fighting with. But Gord thought it was hilarious. Hey, try not to give Blackiron too much trouble. Their blades are not great. They're not the worst. They could be better, could be worse, but they're the only blacksmith really that we have at the moment.
There.
We require them for a lot of stuff. They're doing their best.
That's fair. Their other stuff is fine work.
Yeah.
It's just their blades aren't very good.
No, they're shit.
Yeah, well, that's beside the point.
Alright, well, thank you
yeah.
kindly.
Yeah.
I guess we
And,
should go find Markham.
if you're busy later. Long days, short nights. Sort of. I'll be at the North Look if you want to have a drink later.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Gods be with you.
On that note, Callie is going to slip a pouch of about 10 gold just kind of onto his workbench
Aw.
as she's leaving.
Aw.
Make me a sleight of
Yeah, no,
hand
we
roll.
need-
Because I
need
kind
to
of feel
pay.
like he's given us too much of a good deal.
Aw.
Like, we rented stuff from him and then bought stuff from him, and he's giving us money back for the use of what
Yeah,
we
you
used.
did return the dogs. He was going to give him back. He was going to give you some money back on the rental.
Yeah, I feel like it's an awful lot to get back. So that's an 18.
18. Okay. So you'll be able to just slide it underneath some of his records and things like that, and he won't notice.
Yeah. So enough spot that he won't notice it right at that moment, but pretty quickly he will. After we're gone.
So yeah, not a problem at all. You
Cool.
can go ahead and do that. Where do you go next?
Go find Markham.
Yeah, let's go find your friend.
Yeah. How do you know him, by the way?
Yeah, no, same question.
I've been in Bryn Shander before.
I suppose, but you seemed very familiar.
Well,
Do you know him or know him?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know him?
Yeah.
Insight roll on Callie. I'm gonna do an
I would
insight
like to
roll.
also insight roll.
You may insight roll.
Oh my god.
Natural 20!
I got a 2, so
And plus my insight would be total of 24.
a 5 in total.
Allie's just gonna kind of like, yeah, I spent the winter with him.
Oh, you kept warm, is what you're telling me.
Well, yeah. Have you seen him?
No. Did we say him? No.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
He stopped by
Oh, yeah.
when we were here last.
He's passably
He was
attractive for a
handsome?
human.
He basically looks like, I forgot his name again. It's like, it's not Digimon, it's, I'll look it up and tell you in a minute. But, basically he looks a little bit like Samuel L. Jackson.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like young,
Okay.
well, younger, like
Like,
40 Samuel L. Like, here, this is literally what he looks like.
I was gonna say, ooh, alright, he got
Ooh.
me.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got me.
Oh, yeah.
That's Hayden,
hate
clearly not like
Vistra wants to tip that a little bit.
Hayden?
For a human?
Yes. Lysithian, I don't get it.
So, he looks like...
Yeah, cutie.
oh, it's
Vistra-
Jimon Honzo. That's who he
Ooh.
looks just like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Like, literally,
Ooh.
it's just Jimon is it Digimon or Jimon? I think it's probably Jimon. Jimon Honso. The guy who's like, who? In Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm
Yeah.
like he's the Who guy, but he
He's
was
the Who?
also in Captain Marvel.
He's
as
in,
one
like,
of the
literally
three.
everything, so,
Yeah,
like...
it was just weird that he was in like 2 different Marvel movies.
Well, because
as, like,
that's the same character.
characters. Is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's the
cool.
same guy.
I didn't fucking know.
Yeah, Captain Marvel was... We're not gonna get into that
Yeah,
on
it
this.
takes place before. Yeah, whatever.
And it was also kind of a
Whatever.
mess in places. Parts of it were good.
Parts
Jude
of
Law...
it are good.
It was supposed to be Keanu Reeves, not Jude Law in that role. And,
Ooh.
like...
But Jude Law can be in anything, and I'll watch it because I'm just
Yeah,
in love
but
with
if
him.
someone says Jude Law is going to be the secret villain of a movie, I'll be like, yeah, checks out. But if someone's like, Keanu Reeves is going to be the secret villain, I'll be like, no! It's impossible! Search your feelings, you know it to be true. no, it's still
it's-
impossible, he's too nice.
He's too cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's too
It's,
excellent.
it is true.
Yeah, it's true.
Alright,
Jude Law could
Anyways.
be in me. Nice
the
people.
chat is going nuts over Jude Law. Alright, so... yes, you are going to get the sense, and then she will confirm that that was a romantic winter.
Okay.
Alright, so making your way up, you will find yourself very soon in front of the House of the Morning Lord. Now, near the Northeast Market Square, it's a modest converted house that serves as a gathering place for worshippers of Amonator. Amonator? Amonator. I don't use Forgotten Realms as my normal campaign setting, so pardon me for a moment. A Monitor. Yeah, we're gonna go with a monitor. A Monitor. God of sun and known to take both male and female forms. Cool. Yeah. Alright, so the Morning Lord. A name that Southerners use to describe Lathander, the god of dawn and rebirth, as well. So the door is always open, and as you approach, you can see that there is a little bit of light inside. Do you just head in? Do you knock? What do you do?
Callie's just gonna slip in quietly because if they're doing anything, she doesn't want to disturb.
That's fair. Alright, so the front door is going to open directly in front of you, and you are going to head inside to this converted house. And as you step inside, you are going to hear the sound of bells and prayer at the front of the room from a couple of the followers in this small converted space. The main great room has a single lamp in the front, with followers knelt in prayer to their lord. As you approach, a priest approaches you. Priestess. Those of you who've been here before may know her as Mishan. She'll smile and come closer. She's a human with a little bit of scarring around the corners of her mouth and cheeks. She looks like she's been in some scrapes before. Although, as she comes closer and smiles, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. Welcome to the House of the Morning Lord. Lysithian, good to see you again.
Oh, right, of course.
Callie, always a pleasure. And of course, how could I forget Katerina Firestring? I loved your performance the last time you were in Bryn, Shander.
Thanks. That means the world.
And excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, Mishan, and she'll offer a hand out to you, Vistra.
Vistra.
Nice to meet you. Her hands are... She has the look of someone who's seen adventure in her life, but as she shakes your hand... Because you're not wearing gloves, are you?
No.
Okay. Your rough hands will meet her soft ones, and it seems like it's been a few years since she's wielded any type of weapon or done any type of hard labor beyond praying and cleaning.
And shake, like a strong, like overly strong handshake. Vistra does not know how to do handshakes properly. She's like, hello?
That's a wonderful dwarven handshake you have there.
Oh, sorry. Did I hurt you a little bit?
I've had worse, don't worry. Welcome to the House of the Morning Lord. If there's anything we can do for you, please let us know. And as the three of you are standing there, Vistra, this seems like a fairly comfortable room. The rest of you are going to have your breath coming out in ragged billows. Please head over by the main altar. That's where we have the lamp set up.
Actually, Misha, we were looking for Markham.
Markham? Yes, I believe...
And mentioned that he might be here, so we stopped by here on the way.
She'll brush some of her hair out of her face and say, He's having a conversation with my guest right now, in the back parlor.
Okay.
I don't think they'd mind if you interrupted, since it's you.
Okay. Yeah.
You know how to get there, just behind the altar, head through the door on the left.
Thank you. And Callie will march off,
Okay.
trusting that the others will either follow or do whatever the hell they want.
I'm going to follow.
Vistra's gonna like very lag behind, but she's definitely like checking out the place, kind of like, this is interesting.
It's very very cozy, is the best way to put it. It's it used to be a house that's been kind of hollowed out. The walls that could be removed have been, and you can hear some people praying in the center of the room next to the lamp. Oh, morning, Lord, please bring back the light, bring back the sun into our lives, cast away the wicked cold. Please, I just want to see flowers again before I die, says an old woman. They're all praying for the same thing. A return to the light and return to the warmth of a life spent in a place where it's cold. But not forever. Vistra, as you are walking through, notice the woman that's praying for the flowers, and all of you are walking through as well, kind of Vistra trailing behind you. She'll turn and look over at you. Deliver us from your wicked acolytes. The wicked acolytes of Oral, the Frostmaiden. Deliver us. She stares at your ungloved hands with a malice that you can feel.
Kind of like tucks.
Can I get a perception roll off of the other three of you to see if you notice that?
Nope.
I got a 2.
Got it. Now the dice fail.
Now my party does not notice anything about me.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
23.
I got 7.
Okay, so Callie, as you are leading the room, you'll glance back and see an old human woman with weathered skin glaring at Vistra, and that's when you're going to notice that Vistra isn't wearing gloves and has not been wearing gloves through much of your adventures.
Callie's just gonna give her a quick look and then the flick up and down. What? The look that basically says Callie's gonna grill you later.
Shit.
We've been around her long enough by now.
Look.
Just gonna shuffle and kind of like glare back at the woman, then just kind of catch up to everyone else.
Praise you, dawn, Lord, morning Lord, God of the dawn, God of the light, please protect us and keep us. She'll start muttering protectively as you look at her. Look, you hear as you enter the back room. I'm not saying that you have to do it, but I'm saying that someone needs to do it. Someone needs to make sure that he's okay. The fool is probably in over his head. And I'm saying that I'll do it as soon as I can. Markham Southwell's deep, rolling voice will respond. As you enter the room, you'll
Bang,
see...
bang, bang. Markham!
Markham will turn. He's dressed in his winter best, his winter thickest and warmest, and he'll turn, and it's still kind of shocking to see how much gray is beginning to work its way into his jet black goatee. And as he turns, a smile will cross his dark, slightly craggy face. Made it back in one piece.
Sent us back. Yeah.
And then you will see what is next to him. In this small waiting room, it serves as an office. It's only about a 10-foot by 5-foot space. You will see that there is a gnome. This is not just any gnome. This gnome is small and wizened, and wearing a what looks like handmade fuzzy suit in the shape of a teddy bear. He has a long beard that's kind of jutting out, that's kind of silvery and blonde mixed together. He looks like a garden gnome dressed in a teddy bear costume. By the way, this is from the book. This isn't me. His arms are crossed, and he's pedantically sitting on a shelf, swinging his legs back and forth. Bits of his... This is a onesie, by the way. So bits of his socked feet that are bowed over the tips of his toes, swinging back and forth, back and forth. I'm just speaking with Copper right now. But actually, you might be the people that could help. This isn't what I was having you come and talk to me about, by the way. But,
Oh, okay. Yeah, Michonne seemed to think that it would be okay if we just came back.
That works for me.
Didn't mean to interrupt, sorry.
It's fine. You're adventurers.
Yeah.
Sounds like you need adventurers.
What's up?
Well, I'm worried about a friend.
Okay.
Friend who has a cabin up north. Between here and Calvin's Cairn and the tundra. A man named McCretus. You know of him?
Have I ever heard of this before?
If I ever run into him.
you can make me a make me a charisma roll.
It's going to be 17 if it's just
17?
charisma.
Okay.
18?
18.
18. So Macretus. And what'd you get, Callie?
16.
16. Okay. So all of you have maybe bumped into him at times, probably in a pub. Macretus is a... Macretus is an inventor of types. And had a very, very... Actually, let me double check one thing. I just want to make sure how secretive he was about this. Okay. There we go. So what you know is that you know that Macretus was a bit of an inventor and a bit of a tinkerer himself, but also a heavy drinker, and that's probably where you know him from the most. Always down to partake in libations. He was a man who liked to get things done, and liked to drink with any proceeds that he had. He was a sage and a devout follower of Lathander, and talked constantly about using his research to try to figure out a way to end Oral's winter. You heard him talk about it at bars when he got drunk enough. Yeah.
What race is he?
He is... Oh, God, I believe he's human. That is the one thing I didn't look up. You caught me on that one. A sage and devout follower. I'm gonna go with human.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with human. Oh, by the way, super arrogant. He's a super arrogant dude.
Arrogant.
Very egotistical. I honestly, like, looking at what his write-up is, the fact that this... I think he's based on Kurt Russell. Because his name's Macretus, and this is based on The Thing, a lot of it, so hey.
Fair.
You know Macretus?
Yeah, I've run into him.
Well, I haven't heard from him in quite some time. He's up at his cabin. He was working on it. The device.
Okay.
The one that could end all of this shit.
Okay.
Yeah. How often do you usually hear from him?
More often than
Like-
this.
Yeah, okay.
If you're up in that area, I'd appreciate it if you looked in on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, sure we can. We were just in that kind of area.
Well, of course. Wouldn't that be my freaking... He looks around, making sure that he's in a church. Freaking luck.
Well, I guess, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep it in mind, and I'll try and find you before we leave and let you know if we'll be going that direction.
Sure, that sounds
Yeah.
good. I can't pay you much right now, because I supplied all of his provisions so that he wouldn't die up there, idiot. But in the meanwhile, you have my thanks, and probably his. And think about the money you'll probably earn if you bring back, Summer.
Well,
Wouldn't that be interesting?
yeah. We could probably do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I have faith in us, but I don't really know if we're equipped to go up against she who must not be named.
Oh, you mean Frost Beach? I mean, Frost, female
Yeah, no.
dog?
Yes, sure. Either way.
This is a church, guys.
I'm
Save it for
sorry.
outside.
I'm
Come on.
sorry. I swear.
I know.
I'm a dwarf. It's hard.
Oh, good.
I mean, cussing is part of, like, just your normal language.
Cussing is fine. You'll hear a voice from behind you say.
Oh, fucking
I
good.
think.
Just maybe keep it out of the main room, please. And don't disrupt the prayers. I heard what you were talking about. If you are up there, I'm willing to offer you any healing when you come back.
Sure.
His way of making up a lot of the supplies that he paid for were, of course, to keep us running as well.
Do you have any healing in a bottle form? In case there's trouble up there. I tend to get in a lot of trouble and stabbed quite often.
You do get
You
stabbed.
really are good at that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Make me a
You
persuasion
need to
roll.
learn to dodge.
Alright.
Yeah, it's like a
persuade.
talent at this point.
It really is. Where's my persuasion? Oh, there we go. +1 to the
Oh,
edge.
what are you all good at?
Oh, that's a net 1. So that'll be a grand total of 2.
Oh boy.
Yeah, not great.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
If you do get hurt and come back, though, I'd be happy to help you out.
All right. Just already book a bed for me, because I will come back hurt. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, no, she's telling the truth. She is.
You want to see my most recent scars from like the
Enemies
past
like to
week?
play target
Oh, come on,
practice
I
with her.
healed
Sure, I'd be happy to.
All right. Guess you just start stripping,
What?
showing off her stab wounds.
Oh, look.
You saying I didn't heal you good enough?
Oh, they did heal.
I like scars. It's fine. It's just that you healed me, but I like to keep the scars. It's sign of my battle.
Sure.
Proof that you've done good.
Exactly.
So, are you stripping down just like a t-shirt or, pardon me, like a tunic or something like that?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I have the one stab wound on my ribs from the first fight with that icy dude.
It's mostly...
Like
Oh,
a-
that's fair. That's mostly
Yeah.
healed up by now, of course. As you're there, Michonne will take a step forward, if you wouldn't mind. And she'll reach forward and she'll slide just the tips of her fingers underneath the lace-up of your tunic. Kind of put her hand right on top of your heart.
Yes.
Lily's just gonna drift over to stand by Markham and just kind of.
Yes.
Just-
Everything okay?
1, 2, 3. Everything's fine. And she'll take her hand out. Just checking.
Kelly, Vistra just immediately puts back on clothes as fast as she can.
Your eyes are very blue.
Callie's just gonna wink at Vistra from behind her.
I need a drink.
I think that was going to be the next stop, Vistra.
I'm happy to provide
Yeah.
healing for any of you once you get back, she says. And if anybody wants to make me an
Noted.
insight roll, you may.
I was going to ask, but I was going to let it play out first.
That's fair.
Oh, not bad, not bad. It's going
A
to be
natural
a
20.
Unnatural?
Unnatural.
Okay.
Yeah.
So zombie 20s, zombie 20s.
Yes.
Zombie
It's be
20.
20.
16.
Okay. Okay. And what'd you get, Vistra? A zombie?
Oh, right. No.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you might just not be able to roll on this. We'll just say that you're just kind of confounded.
Yeah, I was confounded. I wasn't gonna roll.
So the rest of you are going to see that her demeanor completely changes when she looks at you. She goes from being very serious and very suspicious. Like, Vistra leans in, asks for a favor, and something in that sets her off for a moment. Michonne checks, and you're sure for a moment that she's checking for a pulse. But even once she finds one, you all get the sense that she's not completely pacified. And then she turns back to you and everything is all light. Any healing you might need, be sure to come by. Oh, excuse me, I need to get back to service.
Yeah.
None of you are hurt right now?
No.
No?
Keep an eye on those wounds if you would, please. I hate for you to lose a finger from cold. She looks right at you, Vistra, and then turns and
Yes.
walks away.
Ma'am.
Isn't it usually me who gets the cold jokes? This is
Ye-
new.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's what
I'm going
else
to go
did you
forward
hear for
and
us?
just take Vistra's hand. Just... What do I feel? I just take her hand in mine.
She's quite cold.
Why is it always me who gets the frostbite jokes? You're freezing.
It's these dwarven hands, you know?
Why don't you
It's-
wear gloves? You could, like, how have you not lost your fingers yet?
Yeah, you know, it's fine. Oh,
Please allow me to buy you gloves. The last thing I need is for you to lose your fingers and not be able to fight.
then I won't get these rough, worn hands,
You already
It's a
have
symbol of a
rough,
dwarf.
worn hands.
but they will get weak. They'll become all squishy like hers. That priest, she had supple hands. Not a workman. I'm a workman. Workwoman.
Yes,
work dwarf.
but your hands will stay. Even if you're wearing gloves, they will still get. Oh, whatever. Alright, enjoy getting frozen fingers.
It's fine. Don't worry about me, guys. Let's go get a drink, eh?
Yes, yeah,
I'm
drinks is one
thirsty.
way to warm up your hands, so let's do that.
Good. Let's go get a drink. Copper, it's been nice speaking with you.
Yeah, it's been good speaking with you too. Enjoy boozing it up.
Hopefully. Come with me. This is going to take you on the way to the people that I want you to meet anyway. If you're up for another quest, there's a retrieval mission.
Oh? How much does it pay?
A bit. Let's walk as we talk.
Sure.
And he'll lead you out the front and back out onto the streets of Bryn Shander. As you hit the street again, a cold wind is blowing down the center lane, kicking up all manner of snow. Callie, it's going to kick up high enough to get into your hair. Vistra into your beard. So, the way I see it right now, we need as much help as we can get around here. There aren't many seasoned adventurers who are able to get out there and do heroics. And he'll start walking down the street. If you're interested, there's a trio of dwarves who could use your help. They're down by Blackiron Blades right now.
Okay.
We can meet them now, or we can try them tomorrow.
I mean, might as well do it now.
Yeah, let's go.
We're here.
Made
Good.
him.
And
Alright.
then dinner.
Yes.
And then dinner.
Lots of beer and dinner.
Well, if you can handle if you can handle an extra seat, I'll eat with you.
Yeah. Join us.
The more the merrier.
All right. So he'll lead you over toward Blackiron Blades, which is, of course, a large shop in the center. However, as you approach, you'll notice that things are a bit different here, too. It's only been a couple of days, but there's a lamp on in the front, but the forge isn't lit. The sides of the building, this is mostly an open-air front of shop, but huge leather tarps have been lowered, only leaving a small entranceway in the front open, casting a dim light out. They don't keep the forge on every day. It's a waste of wood. But for the past few days, I'll let them tell it to you. He'll step inside and motion for you to come too. Toward the front of the shop, you'll see there are 3 stocky figures, bundled in cold weather garb. They look up, seeing Markham, and then down at you and the weapons on your hips, and they'll stumble toward you. Next to where they were sitting, you can see there were piles of packs and snowshoes and ice picks. 2 of them have thick beards. The third one holds up a gloved hand and says through a thick wool scarf and a raspy voice,
Well met. I'm Haruna, and these are my friends. Crooks. Crooks and Storn. We need help.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Callie.
You're the ones that he said were capable.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the
Actually, I
problem?
don't know yet what you need.
Yeah.
We're survivors of a group of dwarves tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots here to Bryn Shander. A Yeti surprised us and killed a member of our group. The rest of us fled as the Yeti took Ubok limb from limb. Now, we need someone to go back and get the sled for us. As a payment, we can offer each of you a gemstone worth 50 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The friendship of the dwarves of Icewind Dale can also be a boon in these harsh times. You'll need snowshoes to make the trip in good time.
Oh yeah, we got some. We have a sled.
Yeah, we also have
We have
sled
sleds and dogs.
That would be even faster.
Oh,
As you're
yeah.
looking
Yeah,
at
we
them,
totally handled a Yeti just a week ago.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Actually, we
Yeah.
handled a few.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
handled a few. It really wasn't that
3.
difficult.
Fine.
Okay, cats.
Yeah, it was like, well, it was 2 adults and like
The
a
time.
baby.
well, then this will
You
be
know,
easy
it's-
money for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, Vistra, didn't you just like punt one off a cliff?
No, that was a cat.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was the cat.
Oh, you smushed its head. That's what you
I
did.
did smush a few heads
Oh yeah.
with my ex. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very good at it.
Yeah, we can go back and... Here, Callie will pull out a map and... Okay, show us where it was.
Yeah.
She'll mark a
Roundabouts.
spot down. And,
I think it was around here.
Korux, she'll elbow the dwarf next to her. And as she does, the scarf that's wrapped around his face... Now, mind you can only see their eyes at the moment. But as she nudges him, the scarf will slip down, and you will see the ghastly sight of a dwarf whose nose was stolen by frostbite.
Ugh.
As he notices you looking, he'll quickly wrap himself back up in shame. And with eyes that don't quite focus, will slam a finger down on the map. As he does so, you can see that his gloved hand, 2 of his fingers are hollow as he slaps the map. More casualties, you think. At the back of the group, the one, Storn, glances up to the top of the tent, up to where the heat from the forge vents. They could be coming any time now. They could be coming. Big ones, big white ones. Big white ones with the big white teeth. They could be coming. We shouldn't stay.
Hey. Yeah, it's alright. Go on town.
You think a
You'll
town...
squish him.
A town won't keep a dragon out. A dragon will find its way in. Dragons always do. They
Dragon?
Hey, big white dragons in the wastes. You see them. You see them. You see them. Quiet! We're trying to get them to help us on a different thing. There are no white dragons hanging around the sled.
You sure about that?
Yeah, they weren't when we
Where
left.
have you seen white dragons?
Why is he rambling about a dragon?
I mean, he's obviously traumatized, Vistra.
Well, yes, but was there
But-
are they yetis actually a dragon?
No.
Yes,
He's
are we
probably
going
not.
against yetis or a dragon?
He's a fool who's encountered too much dragon fear in his life. His brain's been addled for years. You can
But how
ask
did he-
Korux.
How did
Cool.
he come across dragons?
Yeah.
My friend, this is Icewind Dale.
I've never seen a dragon before. Sorry, sue me.
The big white bastards. They hide in the snow. Invisible even to your dark vision. Invisible to even our dark vision. They creep up on you. And they gobble you up.
Not so scary.
Have you encountered them in a specific area? Or all over?
They travel. Usually
that's
more
fair.
toward the mountains and waters. Not near here.
Okay.
This is just the Yetis.
That's fair.
If you encounter
be
a
Promise
dragon,
that, right? I want that in writing. That it's just a dragon, not a dragon. It's a yetis.
Oh, we can handle it.
But the thing is,
Um,
if there are dragons, we should probably get paid more for it.
if there's,
Yes.
if you see,
I mean,
if a dragon's
the-
there, I'll consider it.
I mean, there's only so much gold up here.
That's true.
Where they pointed on the map for where the sled is it kind of along the same route that we took to get to Bryn, Shander? So, area we've already traveled through?
So this actually is a bit... You okay?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yep.
It's a bit north, actually. So to
Okay.
get to this, you'll basically have to... you'll have to basically bomb kind of almost directly to the north of Bryn Shander.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then I guess we'd have to bring that back and then go out to check on this other guy, probably, because...
Yeah, they're different locations. Let me just double check where this
Yeah,
is.
very different locations.
Yeah.
Straight towards Kelvin's Cairn. Lies halfway between Bryn Shander and Kelvin's Cairn. So yeah, this actually would be a bit of a back track. I'm just double checking the map right now. So you made it as far as there. Oh, yeah. So it's just a little bit north of the Dwarven Valley. So kind of along Bremen's Run. So the area that you've kind of been on recently.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When you have the time, it would be very nice if you could do it. If not, we'll need to hire someone else or give up.
We got it.
Yeah, we can do it.
We'll take care of the Yetis and bring you.
Yet these are nothing, so.
At the back of the room, you'll hear another thick, deep voice pipe up. Hey! And if you go there and bring out back the iron, I'll give you a 10% discount on anything in my stock. You'll hear the voice of Gorn, the owner and proprietor of Blackiron Blades. You were having a fight, or Garn. You were having a fight with his sister Elza earlier.
I'll take you up on that. Just, no blades.
I
Callie
don't
will
believe
give him
everything you read, Lash, or everything you hear.
That's okay, but see, I already got my own blade. I don't need a new one.
Yeah, I think we're well equipped.
Yeah, well,
But,
you never know what you might need coming across. I'd be happy to help you.
I will keep you in mind, though, for more, traveling gear. You guys do good on that.
We do good on everything.
We'll agree to disagree. I'll give you credit for the traveling gear.
How about dinner?
Callie will just be cheeky about it, like
Yes, yes,
entirely
dinner,
not intended
Katerina.
to give any offense, just presenting it in a way that is cheeky.
Well, the deal's a deal. You bring it back, 10% discount across the board, whether or not it's blades or horseshoes.
Awesome. I'll hold you to it.
Hey, a black iron promise. That's what's shaking on. Well,
Okay.
Callie will hold out her gloved hand.
and he will hold out his leather gloved hand as well, and shake on it.
I don't know about you four,
Dinner?
I'm starving.
but I'm hungry.
I am
I'm
so
starving.
thirsty. I could drink a whole
I
keg
want some
by
chowder.
myself.
And some wine.
So, food, dinner, sleep, and then tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Might as well just keep moving.
Yes. Might as well do it. I don't see why not.
Alrighty.
There's
So,
nothing else
we'll
to
head
do
out
here,
tomorrow.
Good.
Thank you. That's good. That's good. I appreciate it. When you get back here, check in. And I'll
We
be
will.
happy to give you the
Yeah.
stones.
Markham is waiting outside for you as you head out. And as you step back into the cold of the night, I think it's probably another trout stew tonight. Hopefully that's acceptable.
Sounds tasty.
It's
Oh,
better
no,
than
it's
Done
nothing.
for stew?
Do you want me to keep an eye out for other jobs? I've been trying to
Sure,
since I heard you were in
sure.
the area.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I did hear that Helga Jagarath, merchant around here, has been looking for someone to do a run out to the Sea of Moving Ice. If you're ever headed back that way, she could. I think she's looking for some guards or something.
Okay, we'll keep it in mind.
You can always
So-
check in with her. I think she's always hiring.
Alrighty.
And with that, he'll lead you down into the north look. Which I am flipping back and forth so much in this. You can hear the sound of the oil lamp roaring as soon as you enter. People are huddled up. The north look is... It's where you've been the most in Bryn Shander, if you're any type of adventurer. The tap room is the best spot in all the 10 towns to get leads on profitable adventures. And you're likely to hear a rumor or two if you stay here. But as you come in, you're going to experience something that you haven't before. The moment you enter the room, it gets quiet. And people eye you suspiciously under their brows for a moment. wondering
I got
who.
something on my face.
Just gonna pull my hood up.
And then you'll hear,
Hey, they're the ones from Caerdinival. Oh yeah, and they're the ones from Caerconic. The hell with that.
If anybody looks too like cross-eyed at her, or too suspicious at her, she's gonna cross her eyes and stick her tongue out at them.
They're the ones who saved Garrett. Aye, they are. I've heard about that.
Bartender! Yeah. One for each of them on me. Aye, I'll pitch in on that.
Yeah, me too.
I could go with that. And conversation is going to start striking up again, and the bartender will slide you each a mug of his best ale.
Kelly?
Sweet.
Yes.
Thank you.
With that, I think Katerina's just gonna slam the drink down, stand up, and be like, "Now who wants a performance?"
Yeah! People
And
cheer.
she's gonna take her fiddle off her back and start playing.
Yeah.
All right, so you start playing your fiddle. You jump up on a hickory stump. Say, boy, let me tell you what. All right.
Roll performance.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll performance. Let's get some music up in here. Where's my music?
Hey, that's not the worst, but not the best.
You still have your inspiration. Don't forget, you can use Bardic Inspiration on yourself, can't you? Oh, I guess you can't. I thought a College of Eloquence might, but I don't think you can.
I need to really look through it, all that stuff really well.
That's
but
right.
either way, I get a +6 to performance.
So that's pretty good.
That works out to be an 18.
18? All right, so you will start fiddling away. I'm trying to find my fiddle music for you.
Vistra like whispers to Katerina before.
Oh, here it is.
Tell a good story about us. Yeah. Tell one of the recent adventures. Do it. Get us more drinks. Yeah.
Fun. Callie's just gonna start like holding court at the table, sort of thing, while Katerina is expounding to the entire pub.
Yeah, and
So you wouldn't believe what we did.
yeah,
Okay.
and Katerina's kind of just going like from table to table, just
All
you know,
right.
getting right up with people.
So you're playing your fiddle. There's stories being told, and overall, it's a very pleasant experience. You're served a bowl of actually fairly spicy knucklehead trout stew. The beer is plentiful, and there's even a little bit of... Is that radish in the stew? A vegetable? Here, in Icewind Dale? I mean, sure, it's pickled, but take what you can get. Fresh rock salt on the table as well. This is the nicest meal you've had in quite a while. Markham will order a drink as well and sit down next to you. So you did all that?
Oh, yeah. And so, there we are, going up to the mountainside to go rescue Garrett, and come across the side, it's turned over, and the dogs are there. So we look after them before we go up. Crag cats pounce on us from above.
What'd you do?
I transformed into a wolf and killed them.
Don't forget the avalanche. You saved me from an avalanche, Kelly.
Oh, right, yeah. I
Yeah.
dragged him out of an avalanche.
An avalanche.
Yeah.
Really?
I outran a freaking avalanche.
You
She turned
couldn't
into a
outrun a
big wolf.
puppy. I've seen you
She
try.
was a puppy.
She was a big puppy.
She turned into a dire wolf and was just running. It was amazing.
Get
I
real big
remember
now.
last winter when you were in town, you couldn't even manage a Craig cat. You couldn't manage anything big. Now you're turning into dire wolves.
Gotten better. I practiced.
Very good, actually.
Wow. I can attest to that. She's always been very talented.
Just sip my drink and it's like...
Vistra like gives Callie a look like,
Callie will just like raise her eyebrows back. She's got no shame.
Waggle eyebrow. Yeah, no. Body count.
Well, you seem to be pretty popular around here. Looks like word of your adventures has spread.
Yeah, we actually have to come up with a name now. I've never had an adventuring name.
I would warn you, though. The 10 towns can be pretty insular. You've
I
done
know.
things for Bryn Shander. Be careful.
Cognitive.
Aye. And in those places, you're probably welcome.
And Bremen.
Bremen.
It sounds to me like you've done things for about half the 10 towns.
Yeah,
Be careful. That means a lot of places will think you're playing favorites.
we just haven't gotten there yet.
We're making the rounds. We'll get there
Yeah.
eventually.
We'll get there.
I mean, we only just started out.
I know, it's just kind
It's
of
been like a
fell in our
week.
lap.
A man's going to lean back over to you. A half orc in his late 20s. He's going to kind of leer over at Lysithian. Hey, how you doing? Hey, you a handsome one. I like your eyebrows. You are very stylish, my friend. May I buy you a drink?
I'm going to reach back, grab his hand, and cast Shocking Grasp.
Talk scholar to him.
A little smoke will come out of his mouth.
No. Not going to this.
Maybe a juice.
Callie will lean in. Lysithian's a little touchy.
Yeah.
Talk scholar.
Oops.
How about you don't flirt with me terribly, or flirt with me at all, or even talk to me? And you back off, or I shock you again. Capiche?
The beach.
Go flirt with Katerina.
Oh yeah, no, she'll flirt with anything that moves.
Oh, no, not my type. I just don't see many. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't, and you never will.
Jeez.
Callie just kind of. Okay then.
Gonna...
She'll turn and start flirting with Markham.
Let's just start leaving those two alone and going trying to find a table that will.
I'm gonna join
Bye.
Vistra if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll start flirting with Markham. As you head over, Vistra, what kind of table are you looking for? There are quite a few open. There is one that has... is there any particular, like, race or, like, vibe you're looking for at the tables?
Well, I mean, she's quite partial to some rugged dwarves.
Let's find out what
You
we
know,
have
she
here.
finds some people of her own race.
My god, these dice are great. So you will find a burly, red-bearded dwarf with a mohawk and tattoos on the sides of both of his
Oh,
shaved
no.
scalp. Both
Oh, no.
shaved sides.
Aye, and then, as the bastard came in, I grabbed him by his nostril, and I pulled him up close, and I said, "Look at me, you fucking giant!"
Fires a snot rocket down onto the floor.
Oh, gross.
Oh,
And-
gross.
I gouged out his fucking eyes with the horn on my helmet. Didn't see it coming. Or maybe you did. Ain't you Hey,
Hello.
hello, Red. How are you?
I'm doing alright.
You're
I can tell you.
Dankil.
Yes, I am actually.
I've
You've
heard of you.
mine. Yeah.
I'm
What have you
Morin.
had? Morin. Nice to meet you.
Morin Spike Mane.
I can say that.
Hey. Are you coming to have a drink?
Of course. What else am I gonna do at a bar?
Dance on the table and show off your tits.
All right now there, sir.
Aye.
I'd watch your tongue if I were you.
But just like the giant, you'd never see it coming until it got you.
This was gonna take a swipe at him.
Okay, yeah,
Just
go ahead.
gonna punch.
You may. His armor class is presently 12.
Awesome. Well, that was a natural 19, so
Okay.
there'll be a 23 to hit.
All right, so you are going to clock him directly across the jaw, sending him over the table. So that's going to be 5 points of damage that you're going to do as you just crank him into the table. His face, he's actually going to stay seated, but the entire upper half of his body is going to slam down. His face is going to go right through his clay tankard. And he's going to come up with a big wedge of it sticking out of his teeth, blood pouring down the side of his face. He's going to... Is that a no
What?
on the tits?
She's gonna take her tankard and just.
All right, go ahead, make me another attack.
That's an 18, so it'll be a.
Okay, that's definitely going to be a hit. And you're going to crank him again. This time he's gonna hit him in the top of the head, and he is going to slump over, hitting the floor rather hard, and is going to start just like laughing on the ground. Yeah, that was pretty good. If you wanted a bar fight, love, all you had to do was ask. What's your armor class right now?
It is 16.
16. Okay. He is going to lunge his hand forward and is going to just barely miss grasping your ankle as you step out of his grasp. And what would you like to do?
Just gonna get down and grapple and wrestle him. She's
Okay.
like, all right then, let's go.
All right, make me an athletics roll. Let's just do contested athletics now. So leaping down to the ground while Katerina dances from table to table fiddling.
And at this point, she's probably noticed this and is making her way back to like highlight the round.
Okay.
I'd like to cast minor illusion,
Sure.
so then it sounds like no. I got it. So then it sounds like voices around the bar going Vistra, Vistra, Vistra,
Vistra.
but it's in my accent.
Vistra.
Oh my God.
Vistra. Vistra.
Oh
All right.
my god.
All right, so Vistra, what'd you get on your roll?
So just a straight athletics roll. It's gonna bite a 17.
17. All right, so you are going to manage to straddle him from behind, basically pulling him into a reverse chokehold as you have him on the ground.
Yeah.
You put your knee finally into his back, and he tries to roll off of you, but you brace with your other knee, kind of putting his weight so that he has to kind of fight against both your grip and against gravity to try to slink off. He's not having a good time. Let's do one more athletics roll.
All right. Come on.
Watch him get a
Okay.
nat 20.
Well, there is only a 16.
You start choking him hard, and you put a hand behind his head and start putting the pressure on as he goes, "Hey, come on, let me out. I'll make you scream till morning."
That is new way to talk to a lady, even as a lady such as myself now there, sir.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You're a fine dwarven lass. Let me underground. Let me into your mine. I'll find your gem.
And you're gonna just sleeper hold him out at that point, and he's gonna go down like a sack of potatoes.
What a classy fellow. You'll hear
Yeah.
Katerina sing.
Do you,
I don't do dirt like that.
do you want his drink? A halfling that was sitting with him says.
Yeah. Don't mind if I do.
He had 2 on the table.
Wait.
The halfling's going to look up at you. Fairly chubby-looking halfling with curly blonde hair, fairly rosy cheeks, but cute enough.
Yeah.
That was quite a wrestle you did there.
You know, I don't like being mistreated. You know, it's quite. I don't do road.
That's fair. That's fair.
And he was kind of a prick. I hope you weren't close friends with him.
Friends? No, we were just sharing a table, and he was trying to milk drinks off of me.
Ah,
My name's Jim Wise. Nice to meet you.
Vistra.
Join me for a drink, and maybe we can talk about things besides that asshole.
Yeah, sounds great. She just like fine, just 1 second. She just like chugs one of the drinks from that other guy. Now, let's have a conversation.
So you're the ones who have been going around and I'm sorry, your friend,
Lysithian.
Lysithian Callisto.
Yes.
Yes. I've heard. Please join. It'd be good to
Sure.
hear from both of you. I'd love to trade some stories. I was actually wondering whether or not you'd heard anything about any of the tall tales that are circulating around.
What kind of tall tales?
What tales?
Well, I mean, there's quite a few, but the one that I was curious about was... Okay. The story is... Head northwest out of Bremen, and you'll see a pirate ship frozen in the ice less than a quarter mile from shore. No one's sure where it came from, but it's not going anywhere as long as the dark winter lasts. I bet it's full of treasure. Have you heard that one?
No.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hear there's an expedition potentially running out there soon.
Is there now?
Yep, absolutely. Let's see. Who was doing that? If you go to 5 Tavern Center in Bremen, I hear that they're running out of alcohol. Word has it, they're thinking that a pirate ship is going to have one thing: rum.
Rum, yeah. I bet they tend to.
Maybe some
Usually.
beer.
Yeah.
If that's something you'd be interested in, you could head back to Bremen. Could be fun.
Yeah, sounds fun.
But yeah, what stories have you heard? You were up at Kelvin's Cairn looking for the shape-shifting Goliath, weren't you?
No.
What?
Shape-shifting Goliath.
There was no shape-shifting Goliath. I mean, there was a, like an undead... Was it at Kelvin's? I don't remember. Everything is blurring.
We did the
together.
Yetis at Kelvin's time.
Yeah, there were Yetis, but then we also found this, like, undead... What was he, like an orc?
Huh.
It was like an undead orc, and they had been changed by this, it was like this fungus that, like, started growing on them, and they died, but then because of the fungus, they were essentially brought back to life.
That sounds
essentially,
abominable.
Exactly. So essentially, they had become zombies, and I really want to understand the properties of these. You know?
Your friend's plan
Sorry,
is lovely.
I'm talking about totally.
It's really interesting, actually. I did a little bit of studying down in the colleges, down at Candlekeep, actually, before I came back up
Really?
here. Just for a couple of years, I tried to get my master's degree. It didn't really work out.
What do you do, or what do you like to study?
Mostly poetry and philosophy.
Interesting. I think our friend Katerina is very good at poetry.
It sounds like. She sounds, the sound sounds so familiar. Who played this song?
I have no idea, but she's very talented.
She goes around a lot. She travels. You might have
She
actually
plays
heard her.
everywhere.
No, it was, there's another player who's going around the 10 towns. Playing this one.
Someone's stealing her music?
Well, I think he's been here a little longer than she has.
Okay. No, I'm just saying. I don't want anyone messing with my friend, so.
Sullivan. Nicholas Sullivan.
Sullivan?
He's up in East Haven right now.
Going to roll to see if I know who this is.
Maybe they, you know, had a lover's
Oh,
tryst.
That'd be what, like history?
You can make me a charisma roll.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Alright, sure, charisma. That's not very good, so it's gonna be an 11.
11?
Charisma's poopy.
Yeah, you've heard that there's someone who plays music who's been traveling around by that name. First name Nicholas or Nick or something like that. Nico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. We've never met him, but I know the name.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Never heard him. But in my opinion, Katerina is the most talented bard.
Well, here. And he'll pull a copper out and do you have a hat, love?
Yeah, she'll direct to to a hat just on the bar. Just over there, honey.
And it'll bounce near it, very near it. Oh no, I missed. I better try again. He'll pull out another copper. And this one will sail in. Tink!
Thank you.
Well, my loss is your gain. I'm sorry. You friends have been through so much. I probably should take the next round.
Oh, no. Let me.
You don't have to. No,
Let me.
we've been.
No, drop a gold and we'll drink.
Are you also someone who appreciates philosophy and poetry, the academics, Lysithian?
Yes, I study, and I'll just kind of flick my hand and like let like little sparks of purple electricity kind of dance along my fingers.
Wow.
I study magics, but I am very interested in all kinds of languages and like the history of the world, and I want to learn as much as I can about it. It's very fascinating.
Isn't it just?
No, I love it. It's getting to travel, even though it is incredibly dangerous. Getting to travel is all I ever wanted to do.
We should trade stories.
I'd love that.
Tell you what. Why don't you go get that drink and I'll think up another good one for you.
Sure. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
No,
meet you
go
too.
get us a round of drinks.
So Vistra,
Yes.
are you a fan of poetry as well?
I'm in the fact that I like to listen to it, but I'm not very poetic myself.
And thus there grows the winter rose, and from her heart love doth flow. And should it ever cease to grow, at least for once I did so know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Deucalion. The centaur.
Ah.
It's old. It's one of the first ones you ever learn when you're a teenage boy trying to pick up pretty girls.
Aw.
It works about as well as you would expect.
Fairly well then, I guess.
I guess. Well, why did it work on you?
A little bit. He softened
Oh.
his old dwarf's heart.
Oh, you're not old. What are you, 120?
Yeah, give or take.
Give or take. I mean, it's... I'm only, what, 40... 48? 49? What year is it? Well, oh well. Yeah, well, it's too bad. I saw the reaction that Lysithian gave Hal. That, shocking.
Right? She's a bit. They have a bit of a personality. Sometimes it's they're not used to, flirtation. So
That's fair.
I
Not
don't
everybody
think it's
is.
really their jam.
Yeah, doesn't have to
So
be.
it's abrasive.
I
Lysithian just speaks their mind a lot, and yeah, we
Yeah, I
love
mean,
them for
that's-
that.
That's fair. I mean, the cerebral is much more interesting than the physical anyway.
Physical can be a little fun though.
And it's kind of messy, really. I mean,
I'm a dwarf. I like a mess. Did you see me not chokeholding the asshole?
no, I saw. That was very messy. Thank you so much, Lysithian. Take the drink.
You're welcome. What are we talking about?
Nothing.
Complications with messy wrestling.
I've never run. I don't wrestle like. It's not much.
I was really bad at it when I was in school as well. Actually, I was just talking about the collected works of Deucalion, the centaur poet.
Oh, I'm going to roll to see if I know who the fuck that is.
Okay.
Natural 20.
You've read Deucalion. Deucalion's kind of like the Robert Frost of centaurs.
Okay.
2 roads diverged in a wood, and I ran down both because I'm a fucking horse.
No, Deucalion is real. It's very, very good.
It's
some of
great
my
starting material, right?
It's some of my favorite works from when I was first starting out and like reading and understanding different kinds of books and poetries. Like, I don't write a lot of poetry. I prefer to draw anything that I see. But
Really?
Yeah, sometimes.
I'd love to see some of your etching sometime.
I don't know.
No,
That's
she'll
okay.
marry. She'll marry.
Oh, I will show that one. I do like that one a lot. And I'll pull out my spell tome and I'll open it up to depict the sketch of Mary that I did in Bremen. This was this very
Oh, wow. Is that a plesiosaur?
It was a plesiosaur. She let me pet her.
We doing that's real? You saw
It's
that?
real.
Yeah,
We saw
yeah,
her. Her
yeah.
name is Mary. She's
Mary.
in Bremen. Yes. People thought that she was attacking them, but she was just trying to fish and live her life. But
She's a badass. Like a
she's
total
so
badass.
incredible. And no, we met a plesiosaur. It was amazing. I never thought I would see one in my time. I've been around for, oh goodness, 200 years now.
Wow.
But I never thought I would see one.
That's impressive.
Yes.
You're also a very, very talented artist.
Oh, thank you. I've had many years to learn.
I imagine so. I guess that's one of the good things with being an elf. You have plenty of time to hone skills. I know an elf who spent
suppose.
50 years on flower arrangement.
Really?
Ew.
I don't think I've ever tried arranging flowers.
It's,
No.
you wouldn't find many up in Icewind Dale.
No,
Yeah.
not really.
Ice flowers?
Ice flowers? And I'll cast minor illusion, just like what I'd assume an ice flower would look like. Like,
That's-
I suppose something like this.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful.
I just like it. It's easy to do.
Cheers to both of you. Thanks for
Cheers
having
to you.
thanks for having a drink with me.
Thank you
Oh,
for not
thank
being
you.
a total pig.
Yeah.
Not a total pig. Partial. Especially when you have me around around some good food.
Vistra like kicks the guy on the ground just a little bit.
What was that for?
Him? Oh, just because he's an asshole and I can't
Oh.
want him to remember me in the morning. In a bad way.
I
You're
think you
leaving the kind of bruises that you should leave on someone.
I don't think he has the I don't think he has the IQ to remember what happened at breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, if you have any more drawings, I'd love to see them, or if you go around. I'll keep my ears open for you. I'm a bit of a storyteller myself, so maybe some tall tales will reach me. I remember there was another one about, what was it? We don't see many Goliaths. That's why I was thinking about it when you came in. That was talking about, there was a tall tale about 2 feuding clans of Goliaths at the spine of the world. You know, I bet with your negotiation skills, Lysithian, you could probably, well, you could make some inroads to forging a peace between them. That would be very... Drunk people. Probably very beneficial to all the Goliaths and Icewind Dale. I mean, I'd sure like to meet one someday. Tall.
Be-
Like 3 of me. Like 1.5 of you.
I think it'd be more than 3 of you. From what I've read, Goliaths are huge.
It's, I mean, the name
would-
works out. And so did they. Big muscles.
Yeah.
I
I
love
envy them.
From what I've read, they're very interesting. Their tribes and their culture is very different. I mean, everywhere is different from where I come from.
Where do you come from?
Not here. Just elves.
I mean, that's obvious. Not many moon elves up here.
Yeah, no.
No, you're
pretty-
pretty unique here.
Yeah, I've gathered.
Yeah.
People can't stop making cold jokes.
Oh, that's kind of shallow.
It's not only shallow, but it gets very tiresome.
I imagine so. I
It's the
get a lot of
same
short
joke.
jokes.
Yeah. I can see, like, I get it, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to.
And then the
make
fat
it.
jokes, of course, too, which are always fun. Like, seriously, I'm just a little pudgy. And it kind of pays to be pudgy up here, really. Like, I mean, it's kind of...
Honestly, like,
Little extra layer.
have you seen me? Like, there's not much, no extra layers.
A breeze could blow over Lysithian.
It almost does.
We need to train you. We need to do some push-ups.
No, why would
No,
I? I'll do
no.
like a single push-up and then just keep doing it with magic. I don't see why.
Just push my hammer. We'll do some curls with my X and my hand X's. You
How
got
would I
this.
just curl with Callie?
Yeah, you could do that too. She might not like it, but I've also kind of wanted to try it too. But
I mean, if you
she
want,
might turn into a wolf at us.
she might just eat us.
All right. And you continue chatting and doing that. Meanwhile, across the room, Callie, you are having a nice conversation with Markham. You've been doing well, though?
Oh, yeah. It's interesting traveling with this lot. Been
Never
traveling
pictured
alone
you
for so
traveling
much.
with a party. Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to just stick to myself, but
Well, you said that you
they're
needed...
entertaining.
You did say that you needed more time alone. I guess I thought it was to spend more time with yourself.
I mean,
Not just, maybe less time with,
we had this discussion.
I know we had this discussion, but then
I
you,
warned you up front.
You did, and then you came back into my life.
Is it not welcome?
Callie
That's all.
Thornhill, you are always welcome.
Good, because I want to keep coming back.
It's just a long winter.
Yeah, I know. But there's so much stuff out there. And maybe one day we can get the frost bitch.
Well, I can't blame you for that.
So,
And if you do get her, consider coming and spending a summer with me.
I could spend the summer with you.
You probably want to before you head down south. I'm sure you want to get out of Icewind Dale.
I mean, maybe for a little bit. But it would be kind of nice to see up here without snow.
You know, well, it is still snowy though.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's a different sort of snow.
If you're headed up to the, cabin, be careful. Regardless of what Copper says, there are stories that it's haunted. Gives people a bad feeling.
I mean,
Place has been around since before anyone knows who built it.
huh. What's his face was always a bit creepy, but
Yeah. Constantly in the drunk tank.
yeah. Which, don't look now.
What?
Nothing. It's just not starting a bar fight.
If they break 2 more pieces of cutlery, or silverware, or cups, or anything like that, I'm gonna have to intervene. Until then, I'm on break.
Awesome. It probably won't take it too far.
Are you staying at the tavern tonight?
Oh, I mean, I could.
Well, if you need a place to stay, I've got spare room, and if your friends need a place to stay too, I'm sure the tavern has room.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. It's kind of cold here.
I know a way to warm it up.
Excellent. I was hoping so. You always have the best ideas.
Well, you told me most of them, so.
That's fair.
so.
But right now, you're having the best ideas. I will give you credit.
Between you and me, I feel like they might be the worst ones.
You won't know if you don't try.
I think I'd rather know. Meanwhile, across the room, you finish playing a pretty solid show, Katerina. You're going to end up getting 2 gold pieces worth of copper and silver at the end of your playing. And as you take a break at the end of this, while everybody's still hanging out and talking, you'll pull up a seat at the bar, and the bartender, a human man named Scramsax, an old sellsword, will lean across the bar. Not a bad performance, kid.
Thanks.
So where to next?
Oh, I don't know. Wherever. Wherever the wind takes us.
Wherever the wind takes you. What are
Also,
you in-
money helps.
You looking
was
for a
that?
job?
I mean, we're on a bit of a job right now. We're leaving in the morning to go collect a sled of ingots, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I know that one. Well, actually, I know another one. Roll me a d20, Mike.
You got it. That's a 2.
2. You know, I heard a rumor. If you're as tough as I've been hearing, they say the Frostmaiden herself lives on this misty isle, hidden among the bergs and the sea of moving ice. There's a mighty strange whale with a boat on its back that swims those frigid waters. I bet it knows where that island is. You can catch the whale at Angajak's Bell. That's an old anchorage. But you must ring the bell hanging by the piper to call it. Trained whale. Angajak. Don't forget it.
I won't, thank you.
There's no worries. And as he says that, someone is going to walk up behind him on the wall. You will see in the hearth in the common room is a large, battle-scarred knucklehead trout, which all of you will know is named Old Bitey. Old Bitey was the most murderous knucklehead trout that ever existed in the icy depths of Mare Dualden, and was finally caught by a human and her companion. They hauled Old Bitey back to the North Look, but instead of having it cooked, Scramsax bought it from him and stuffed it. A few years ago, a wizard came through and blessed or cursed the thing, depending on who you ask. And at random, as someone goes to feed a little more oil into the side of the burner, Old Bitey will suddenly jerk to life and start singing. There's a place I like to go, farther up the river flow. Where it is I do not know, must be under all the snow. And this is what he looks like, of course.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, a big mouth bass.
Big mouth bass, but it's Old Bitey.
Billy bass.
I'm not sure if that's the
Old
rhythm,
Bitey.
but that's what I got. So
Hilarious.
I
there's
love him.
Amazing.
So does it just start singing?
yeah, just randomly.
Okay.
There's a place I like to go.
Well, that's fun.
If only he had programmed it with more than one song.
Oh, fair enough.
You need room for the night?
Yes, please.
All right. How many?
I'll grab one for myself, and I'm not sure what the others are doing at the moment. I'll go ask them actually. But I'll take one for myself for sure. Preferably your nicest room that you have available.
Yeah, I can do that.
And would I be able to grab a drink as well, please?
Coming up. Actually, you know what? For that performance, got some people drinking. I'll do it on the house for you. The room will cost you $1.50 gold for the night if you want the suite.
No worries, I can do that.
Okay.
And so she'll grab her drink and wander over to Vistra. What was it? The gnome?
He's hanging out with a halfling.
halfling. Sorry.
What was his name again, by the way?
His name is Jimwise Marigold.
So Katerina will wander over to where Jimwise, Vistra, and Lysithian are sitting with a drink, and like, oh, mind if I join you for a little bit while I'm taking a bit of a break?
Not at all. Not at all. What was that?
Great.
What was that song you were playing?
Oh, that's one of my favorite ones. I actually wrote that when I was 16.
Oh.
I wrote it down when I still lived in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, that explains it. It has that very Baldur's Gate kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. What? Did you like it?
Yeah, I've actually heard it before. There's somebody else who was playing it last time I was in East Haven.
Really?
Yeah, bard or performer named Sullivan. Interesting guy.
And she's gonna like as she takes the biggest swig of her drink, as soon as he says that, she's just gonna projectile it across the table, and like start choking on it. Like
I got a nat 19 to dodge out of the way.
Patting. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. What name did you just say?
Nicholas Sullivan, I think. Nick Sullivan? Nicky? Sully.
Where was he again?
Last I was in East Haven about 2 weeks ago. He was there. He moves around through some of the towns, though. I've seen him in East Haven, and I've seen him in Targos before, and Tremelaine as well.
I'm sorry to cut the performance short, but I need to go to my room. Sorry, and she's gonna bolt.
I'm going to insight check her as she leaves.
Yes, you may.
Okay, it's not very good, but my insight's pretty good. So it's a 11.
You definitely know something went wrong. Honestly, like with that, like that kind of reaction from Katerina.
Pretty.
There's not enough to say. Something wrong.
I'll go up and see her afterwards.
After we continue our discussion on Pluton?
Yes. A quick question for you before we continue that.
Of course.
What do you know about this Nicholas Sullivan? Anything?
Kind of a roguish type. A bit of a pretty boy.
Okay.
You know the kind. The love 'em and leave 'em, scar on the cheek, dashing eyes and hair type of look.
Of course. That tracks.
What do you think? Heartbreaker?
Probably a heartbreaker or something of the sort. Or
based on that
screwed her
reaction,
over.
I bet he did more than that. Probably seduced her when she was 16. Took her song and her heart.
You know, with that kind of type that you've explained, probably.
Guys like that do it all the time.
Yeah, but we don't want to go starting any rumors unless we know some facts.
It's not my story to tell.
No. Bite your tongue about that one. But, you know, I just want Katerina to be okay.
Well.
Sorry to bring the conversation down. I just want to know as much as I can so that I can help her if I need to.
That's okay. Look, I'll be around here for about another week. If you come back through before the 10 days over, come look for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to talk to you a little bit more. You're very interesting.
And Vistra, it's been nice talking to you too. I hope we didn't bore you with all of our talk about plants and you know.
Oh no, I was just drinking, so I'm like real good right now.
Nice and toasty.
A little bit.
Well,
how are you guys doing?
I'm going to roll a constitution check to see.
Would you want to roll a constitution check, Vistra?
Yeah, sure.
You do it with advantage because you're resistant to poison.
Yeah.
Are we doing a? I'll be a 14, so not too bad.
Okay.
One's a nat 20.
Okay, so you're fine. Gym-wise is a little swayed, and at that, I think I'm gonna call it a night too. Maybe I'll see you at breakfast, or
Probably.
second breakfast.
I don't sleep, so I'll probably be down here.
You must have so much time to read.
I do, and that's what I do.
Sleep. There is a vice that I do like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Have a great night.
Good night.
And with that, he'll head out, and you'll be able to go and have a good night's sleep as well. I'm going to say that you all long rest, and guys, why don't we take a moment and take a quick break.
That sounds great.
Sounds
That
good.
sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Hello, and welcome back to Rime of the Frostmaiden, here on Dork Tales. So, Katerina, you're out for the night, as far as I understand, right?
Yeah, she is in her room and she is not coming out again for the rest
So
of
is
the
there
night.
anything else anyone wants to do tonight, or should we just progress to the next morning?
Just progress.
I think Callie's gonna suggest that Markham and her go slip out.
All right, so for
We'll
those of
catch
you
up
who
a
are
little.
staying at the bar, it's going to cost you 2 silver coins to stay there in a cheap accommodation.
Okay.
So go ahead and mark that down. Vistra, are you going to grab a room as well?
Vistra's just gonna get sloshed and go find the halfling and try a halfling for a night. See how she likes it.
Oh, well...
If he's interested.
If he's interested. She's gonna knock on his door completely plastered, but you know.
So you will wake up, like he'll open the door and look at you with what you see as one of these. And you'll wake up the next morning and find that you are asleep in a cozy bed with a curly-haired halfling next to you on the floor.
Oh. Oh no. Oh shit.
Oh, good morning. Did you sleep okay?
I think so.
You were a little inebriated, so I put you to bed.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What a guy.
Oh, I didn't mind that. Oh, I think I had a bit too much to drink last night.
That's okay. It happens to all of us. I like to have a lot to drink too sometimes. Look, no offense. You're very, very attractive dwarf. I'm just, God, there's no easy way to say this, really. I'm, sapio romantic? I'm not really into bodies. I'm into brains.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, thanks for the bed. I felt really bad.
It's not a problem at all. Like, seriously. And honestly, it's better than you sleeping downstairs. Like, just because, I mean, I'm very flattered, actually. Like, thinking, little old me, like, I'm just a pudgy book nerd, and you're, strapping dwarf? Wow. I mean, first off, you would have broken me. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like, look at you and look at me. Come on. I mean, it would have been the luckiest.
No, don't say that.
It would have been the luckiest and last night of my life. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. That had I been anyone else, I would have. Yeah, absolutely. It's not. Trust me. It's me. I don't do the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm so sorry. Please,
Don't be. Actually, and if look, if it comes up, could you maybe I don't want your. Let's go downstairs at let's just not talk about this from here. Like, let's keep this between us. I just don't want anyone else hearing about this and getting the wrong idea and thinking that you and I.
Yes, I'm so sorry again. This is my bed.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Actually, well, it's my bed, but yeah. Bad. You said bad. Oh no.
Yeah, bad.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
sorry, not
yes.
bad.
Do you know what? It's totally fine.
I was never here.
You were never
I
here. So
slept
long as they don't hear about it, that's all I care about.
Yep, I'm gonna go.
Sure.
And I'm gonna.
That's
Gonna
that's
go
great.
drink.
Hey, we're gonna be great friends, you and me.
Yep. And Vistra just books it out. She's like leaves. She's like, I don't want. She's like, what was it? 2 silver for to rent a room at the. She leaves 3 silver for him and just runs.
I feel kind of like a trollop, but okay. Okay, so someone paid for a drama bomb earlier, so I'm gonna say that you wander out of the room and bump directly into Lysithian.
Oh, good morning.
Well, it's not what it looks like.
It looks like you're bumping into me.
Yes, exactly. I didn't.
Didn't what?
I got rejected. By something. Nothing happened. I'm gonna go for a drink because I feel very embarrassed right now. And I can't take it.
You're so confused. Got rejected from what?
Nothing. It was nothing. Don't worry about it. Let's go get some food.
I'm just gonna. Sure. I was gonna go get my books, but.
Yep.
Food's
Good
fine.
morning. Sleep well? Yeah.
Sure. Sleep.
Sometime-
Trance?
So you head downstairs and go and have some porridge.
And beer.
And
She
beer,
is-
yep.
Drinking to whatever equates to like coffee.
Cool. So are Callie and Katerina already down there?
Katerina has not shown up yet.
Okay.
I don't know if Callie's shown up to the inn yet.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah,
We should-
Lysithians just studying their spells, just fully immersed, like head down, just muttering to themselves, like, okay, well, if I cast it like this, no.
Well, then Vistra's gonna go try and find a Katerina.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they're fully immersed, like practicing like the hand motions that they might need to do.
So as you are finishing that, you are just going to hear the very slightest outside your door. And then you'll hear receding footsteps down the hall.
Hello?
There's no answer.
Do they keep children here? Just gonna close my door again.
Oh, so did you open your door?
I did open my door.
As you go to close your door, it will actually bump something. And you look down, and there's a small package that fell against your door when you opened it. It looks like a book wrapped in a bit of paper.
I'll pick it up and take.
So it's a pocket-sized volume of poems by the Centaur Deucalion. It's very, 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 very falling apart. Very dog-eared. And there is a little note on the paper. For one lover, from one lover of poetry to another.
That's so cute.
That's so adorable.
Just gonna kind of hold it to my chest and just. That's very sweet. And I'll
And
just go sit down on my bed.
okay. And so you are going to go look for Katerina. So in the hallway, Vistra, you approach Katerina's door, which is the big suite at the end of the hall. Do you knock? Do you just kick the door open? What do you do?
I think I knock just because she left in a huff. I want to make sure, like, you know, I'm gonna be polite for first. If she doesn't answer, then I might kick it in. But
She doesn't answer.
Katerina, it's mine, Vistra. Open the door, please. What happened? I brought breakfast? Come on, open the door or I'm gonna kick it in. Honestly, Katerina, I'm gonna kick it in. You know I can, and I will. You have to the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I kick the door in.
Oh, hold on, I think Mike's mic isn't working.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, so as Vistra is lifting a foot to kick the door,
You'll just, yeah, you'll hear Katerina say from the inside, come in.
Is it unlocked?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just come in.
Opens the door. Looks in.
And what you see is the complete opposite of what you've ever seen with Katerina. She's just sitting at a desk. Doesn't even look like she's changed anything. And like hair like disheveled, and she just kind of looks up to you like a gremlin and goes, "Breakfast?"
Yeah.
Thank you. Like she looks horrible. You're pretty sure she didn't sleep last night.
Yeah. Are you okay? I mean, obviously not. But
Sits
like,
up, adjusts. Yes. Yes. I am perfectly okay.
do you want to talk about it?
Not right now.
All right, but we are going to table this discussion and we will talk about it later because you're going through something. I will let you pick yourself back together.
There's a story here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you'll, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I find the best way to sometimes grace them story wheels is a little bit of alcohol. So when you're ready, we can get drunk, and you can tell me when you feel ready. But for now, let's get you looking a little bit tidy, because I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a friend. You look like you haven't slept, and honestly, you're a pretty girl, but you're not necessarily looking 100%. So let's get you cleaned up, have a nice shower, if we can. I think probably not. So let's brush your hair.
Okay.
And we'll get some nice warm porridge.
Yeah.
And we'll get ready for the day. And she just kind of goes over and starts patting Katerina's hair and like gives her just a hug. Like a big dwarf hug. Like, grr.
I think you're going to give her a big hug, and we're going to fade out of that scene right there. The rest of the morning goes as expected. You gather up your things, and within the next 2 bells, you are fed, dressed, and ready to go on your adventure. Callie shows up just before 10, right when the sun is starting to begin to pierce the cold, blustery winds of Icewind Dale and light the horizon a bit. It's the only safe time to travel, really. You gather up your belongings and start setting off back the way you came. As you press off into the snow and into the cold, is there anything that you're doing or saying to each other?
I think Vistra's just keeping like a good eye on Katerina. Just like...
Katerina is gonna take a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Damn.
From not sleeping. And that's disadvantage on skill checks, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I ran an entire game with fucking exhaustion recently, so have fun.
Nice.
Have fun.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You head out into the cold of Icewind Dale. You mush and you push. If this place is a long Bremen's run, it's about a 2-hour sled trip. Finding the sled, bringing back the ingots, making your way back, will take you most of the actual light of day. The first 2 hours are... Oop. Sorry about that. The first 2 hours are uneventful. The third hour comes on you like a hurricane. No, more accurate to say that it comes upon you like a blizzard. A blizzard descends on you in that third hour, reducing your visibility to only 20 feet.
Oof.
In the distance, Calvin's Cairn, your guiding compass, the mountain that you scaled and fought yetis and rescued Garrett and his companion, Perilou, vanishes from your view as the blowing snow and howling wind engulf you. You are surrounded by whipping wind and snow. Your dogs whine and look to you for guidance. What do you do?
I'm going to... With the snow, casting light isn't going to do much but make it harder to see.
Survival check?
If
I was going
you...
to say just...
Okay.
But I have to keep pushing forward.
Wait, so we have the 2 sleds, correct?
You have 2 sleds,
Yeah.
yes.
All right. So are we doing the same thing, Lysithian and Katerina on one, and
Probably.
Callie and Vistra on the other?
Yeah, probably doing
Think so,
the weight distribution. So here's the deal. What you can do is you can keep going, or you can stop. Those are your 2 options.
Okay.
You have no idea how long this is going to last. Here are the rules. Okay? Your hearing is limited to 100 feet. You have disadvantage on all ranged attack rolls and perception. Any open flame, fog, or tracks become erased as well. Visibility is reduced to 20 feet, which usually it's 30. This is a particularly bad blizzard. And any creature that is in a blizzard risks taking damage from cold. However, if you guys are traveling together, you have a chance of veering off course and getting lost from each other.
Okay.
There are rolls that you'll do, but
So kind of with the area we're at, do I know if there's anywhere nearby that we could potentially like shelter, like big rock outcroppings, trees, etc.?
someone asked for a survival roll earlier. Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So, what we'll do is a team check to see if you can scout out a place in the darkness. So all of you are at a DC 4. Okay, I need 3 successes.
21.
21, 1 success.
13.
13.
Okay. You wander around for an hour. Is anyone spending their advantage? Or pardon me, their inspiration?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I'm going to say me too. Mine was a fail, and I feel like...
Yep, we
That's
had
going-
3
Oh.
fails.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to fuck us, so...
A dirty 20.
A dirty
okay,
20?
it's going to be... Oh, yes, another fail. It was
Okay.
11.
Well, it wasn't a 1. Okay.
Paulo, I need you to knock.
A cat
Oh my
appears
God.
out of nowhere.
Crab cats!
Big cats. No.
I'm pretty sure I can turn into a Craig cat.
Between the 2 of you, you can't because they're monstrosities. Yep, they're not beasts. Because they have psychic powers, they're monstrosities.
Ain't that a beast?
Between Callie and Katerina, you'll manage to pilot yourself over to an outcropping. A bit of stone, not a cave, but a hollow. About 10 feet deep. And wait. It cuts down on the wind, and your dogs will huddle up. The Chwinga will emerge out of one of your packs, holding some Bones? It's holding the bones of a trout. A knucklehead trout. That looks like it was pulled out of someone's soup last night. It holds it up to you and goes... and snaps its jaws up at you. Huh?
Callie will giggle at it.
The dogs will bark at it a couple of times, and then it will go back to rummaging in your packs and being mostly out of sight, out of mind. Now, you all are wearing cold weather clothing.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so what I would like you to do is make me one Constitution save. Now, normally, you do not have to make Constitution saves unless you're wet.
18.
18?
Same.
For saves, I don't roll those disadvantage, right?
With
Or
exhaustion 1, I believe it's only active checks.
Okay.
It's at level 2 that you take it on saves, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. I'm just not used to running with this exhaustion.
Exhaustion? Because we don't use it terribly often. It doesn't
Yeah.
come up as often. It does a lot in Icewind Dale.
15 for me.
15? And Callie?
18.
And Vistra?
14.
14? Okay. So all of you will huddle up. The dogs will make big circles with their tails as well and huddle up in a pile. And you'll actually be fine. You wouldn't have to hide out from the blizzard and make these rolls for an hour. Or 2 hours. But by the end of the 4th hour of waiting, what are you all doing? This blizzard is tremendous. They normally last between 2 and 8 hours. This seems like a long one.
What do you think,
Lysithian
guys?
is- I don't know. I'm just like massaging like my hands and legs to keep like the blood flowing.
Yeah.
I say we probably have to wait it out.
It's probably for the best.
It's pretty bad out there.
Yeah.
Wait for clearing and then go.
At least just a little bit more visibility. But if we go out there now, we're going to lose each other and it's going to be even worse.
Well, we could tie each other.
We could.
Like, lash the sleds.
We do have
but-
rope. We could lash the sleds and also maybe to each other, like 2 on each sled, like make sure we're attached to each other.
Yeah.
Who knows what direction we're going?
I don't. That's the thing. We could be going completely the wrong way.
It's true.
Don't know. Vote for it, but if we can't see out there, we're doomed.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, if we can't see the sled that we're going, fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The dogs could get hurt.
We could miss it completely. Could be
Well,
25
Let's spend
fight.
a little longer.
We could spend a little longer because we could plummet off a cliff.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many cliffs in between here and there, but
Yeah,
sure.
but we don't know.
Or we could run into something unsavory and they have
Exactly.
more jump on us and yeah.
I think we should probably hold out for a little bit longer.
Okay. So you do hold out for a little longer. Are you talking about anything during this time, or just kind of making idle chit-chat and staying warm?
Staying warm.
Callie? You'll notice that your companions are cuddled up very tightly. You'll notice that occasionally, even with gloves on, Katerina will take a moment and breathe hot air into her gloves. Just at the base, just to warm them up a little more. Lysithian as well will pull their hood up even tighter and wrap their scarves more around those long ears. So easy to get frostbitten off. And even you curl up closer to the dogs. Vistra keeps a solid watch out into the cold. It's her nature. Maybe it's something about her barbarian training. But while the rest of you shiver, you notice that she doesn't. And as you look at that, you can't help but think back to Kelto.
It's true.
It comes unbidden into your mind. And then the blizzard passes. 5.5 hours after it began, the blizzard washes over you. Katerina, do you think you would have fallen asleep during that time?
Oh, I don't know.
Make me a Constitution save again. I want to see whether or not you would have just nodded off during the waiting.
That's gonna be 9.
Okay. Katerina has fallen asleep.
Callie's gonna prod her awake because that shit's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm sneezy tonight.
That's okay. Katerina, you'll be asleep for just a moment. You just nod off. And for a brief moment, you find yourself standing at the spine of the world, looking down on Icewind Dale. No, not the spine. You rush across Icewind Dale and once again find yourself in the mountains, about to cross into this place. You stumble and fall. It feels so cold. It feels so cold. The knife is cold and you're being prodded awake. Callie is standing over you.
Hey. Try not
Hey.
to fall asleep.
Oh, I didn't even realize that I was. Yeah. What's going on?
Oh, just it's dangerous to fall. Dangerous to fall asleep in the cold.
Yes,
So-
yes, of course it is. Alright, well. Shall we continue on? It looks like it's cleared up a bit.
Yeah. Let's give it a try. Oh, I know. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft.
What does that do? I've never actually seen that spell used before in game.
Neither have I.
It's basically it's your thaumaturgy, right?
Essentially, there's multiple options for it, but the one I want is you create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Like a little orb.
Cool.
It manifests
so
as like
cool.
a golden orb for clear skies, a cloud for rain, falling snowflakes for snow, and so on.
It will turn into falling snowflakes. Very light, though. It'll actually be tinted with gold.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, it wouldn't be tinted with gold at all, because there is no sun. It is a...
It doesn't do the blizzard effect.
It is the soft snowfall effect.
Okay.
As you summon that orb up, the Chwinga will hop out of your sleeve, which you didn't know it was inside of, and will start balancing
Hi.
atop of the ball with one foot.
Oh!
Oh.
Hello. Here, hang out in the fur. It's warmer.
Huh?
Warmer.
Alright.
And
I
it'll
don't think
pop.
it's cold.
It only lasts a round.
Okay. It'll hop back down into the sled. The dogs will get up, shake themselves off, feeling a bit of action is coming.
Yeah, it looks like we're good for the next little while.
All right. And they'll take you out into the wastes. It only takes you about another 15, 20 minutes at the most to get the last couple of miles to that sled. And as you crest a snow-covered ridge, you'll see a frozen, dismembered corpse in a gully in front of you. Snow covers some of the gory bits, but it doesn't look like the blizzard reached this section.
Or if it did, it blew everything off instead of deposited.
Not here, because the headless torso and severed limbs are still visible. You see tracks in the snow, actually, all around the corpse. The telltale grooves as well that show that the sled has been hauled away. What do you do?
Survival check?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and give me survival checks.
All right, coming right up.
12?
12, okay.
18.
13.
22.
5.
Okay. Who got 22?
I did. Because I'm a druid.
Okay, so it was 22, 12, 5, and what was the last one?
18.
18. Okay, so Lysithian, this is particularly gruesome and not pleasant to look at. The body is frozen as such that it's almost interesting in a putrefying way. You can see the blood and gore frozen into tiny crystals. Like the kind, like almost looks like... You remember one time that you were shown a frozen grapefruit cut in half?
Oh.
The pulp freezes the same way as this dwarf's flesh, and for a brief moment, you are both fascinated and revolted. Katerina, this is going to cut right past this, and you just don't want to look at this. You have not had enough food, you've not had enough rest. The sight of a murder directly in front of you buried in the snow is a bit... Right now, it's just not something you want to focus on, so you're having trouble really getting into it. The other two of you will recognize immediately this is a dwarf. The arms have mostly been eaten, and most of his internal organs have been scooped out with long, clawed fingers. The head has been left, much like in Kelvin's Cairn, the heads that were kept in the Yeti's cave. And the tracks. The tracks are what's interesting to you. A Yeti's tracks are huge. A dwarf's tracks are large. These are goblin tracks. Many of them. All around the sled. About half a dozen. Wearing goblin-sized snowshoes. And fresh. Both of you will look up at each other. A moment of recognition as you realize these were made within the past hour. They lead south. You think you could probably catch up with them. You're much faster.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so. Looks like goblins.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Fresh.
I wonder if they just took advantage of a Yeti attack. Probably.
Yeah, they probably caught it off with a sled.
Well, we better go get it back.
Right?
So, looking at this, it looks like goblins in like the last hour. So we
Probably
better go
not
catch
all.
up.
Oh. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go do that. Let's go kick some goblin butt.
Why not? Zap a few goblins.
Sounds fun.
Hey, Katerina, how are you
Yeah.
feeling? I've got my mini keg. Would you like a swig of brew to still your nerves there?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
All right.
Perfectly splendid.
Stay tough there.
All right. Sorry, the chat's just really funny right now. You help back on your dogs and head south. With the speed of the dogs, it's barely 20 minutes before you find yourself cresting a rise, and in the darkness, those of you with dark vision can easily see in front of you the creatures that you've been following. They appear to be goblins, based on their stature alone. All 6 of them groan, grunt, and curse loudly as they haul the bulky sled toward what appears to be a 20-foot tall wagon parked in the snow. Harnessed to this conveyance are 2 roaring polar bears that do not look happy.
Oh.
They snarl and kick at
Kelly.
the sand. And so to give you a sense, it kind of looks like this.
Ooh.
Nice.
So, and then for you guys. It looks like there's a fire lit inside of the top of it, and those of you without dark vision will see a little pinprick of light inside of this strange conveyance in front of you. What do you do?
Perception?
Sure, go ahead. You'll roll with disadvantage because of a lack of dark vision.
Yeah, I'll take a gander.
Sure, you will not roll with disadvantage because you have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
That's only going to be a 10 for me.
10?
I got an 8.
So you could see the outline of... Both of you will see, like, yeah, it looks like about a half dozen goblins. Whatever the hell that cart is. You can barely make out the bears, but you can hear them in the stillness of the night. What about the other two? Lysithian, Callie, what are you doing? You're about 120 feet behind the sled. The goblin's wagon is about 120 feet past that.
I'm going to try to... Can I see how many goblins are in it? Are there any goblins outside, or is it all...
You see the 6 that are in the sled. It's past the range of your dark vision, but it's just still bright enough right now. Just still a bit bright enough anyway, that you can see them in front of you. You have no idea how many are there with the polar bears.
Okay. I'm going to... Hang on, I'm just going to take a look at my spell book. Can I see where my friends are?
Yes, they are right around you.
Right around me. Okay, just making sure that they're close to me. I'm going to... let me see. I'm just going to keep following and try to see, like, maybe start going around, like, the side a little bit. Like, not too, like, close, but trying to see, like, maybe how many goblins we might be dealing with.
Okay. So you're riding the dogs up still?
Yeah, riding the dogs and trying to get, like, a body count.
Okay. So if you're riding the dogs up, what is the other sled doing?
Allie's gonna kind of think we should stop.
Yeah.
And leave the dogs back here so they're not in a fight zone.
And stealthy.
Okay. Well, the other wagon is already headed off with Lysithian and is it Lysithian and Callie in that one?
No,
Lysithian and Katerina.
Okay, so they're both going off already.
I'm not going, like, too fast. I'm, like, kind of...
They can be a distraction. Caught off those other goblins. We could go get the sled.
Also, we leave the dog here.
Yeah. I could probably pull the sled if 6 goblins are pulling that one. I'm easily 6 goblins.
We don't need to take the bloody sled.
We need the iron.
So there's a
Can
sled.
I just kind of, like, perception the situation, see if there's anything hidden?
So right now it appears that there's just the 20-foot tall wagon, like the polar bear wagon, and then this sled that's being stolen by the goblins.
Okay.
From here, it looks like the 6 of them are struggling with it. It's a heavy wagon, loaded with a lot of ingots.
Have I ever seen or heard of a wagon like this before?
You can
Maybe.
You know what? I'm going to say no, you haven't.
I mean, this is weird, so presumably if anybody else saw it, they'd be like, the hell?
And goblins do weird stuff. That's definitely goblin. It even has a pair of mastodon horns sticking out the front, like a war wagon.
How far away are we from it now?
Right now, if you are continuing forward, so you were 120 feet from the sled, which is another 120 feet from the wagon.
Okay. I think I'm gonna stop, and Callie's going to try and kind of move around them so that the goblins who are sweating and cursing don't notice her, and go up to the bears.
Okay, so you're going to go all the way the 240 feet to the wagon.
Yes.
Okay.
Speak with animals.
How are you getting there?
Walking.
Just walking? Okay.
Well, just on foot. Just she's small and in the snow, so.
Okay.
And they seem to be cursing and preoccupied.
So you're going the long way around, basically, because they're kind of doing a straight line through. So you're kind of you're cutting around so that you don't interfere with them.
Yeah, and hopefully that they. Essentially, she's thinking, let's see if she can get up there and talk to the polar bears and get them on her side.
Okay. So as you are doing that, I'm going to come back to the other group because they are...
This is going to take time.
So you are cutting around. The other sled. You see that they make it about 30 more feet before you catch up. But your dogs are going to be surprisingly quiet. Just pulling, occasionally making panting or whimpering or growling noises as they approach the goblins, because no dog likes a goblin. But the goblins don't seem to notice you. They're too preoccupied lugging this labor-intensive sled. What do you do, the two of you?
I'm just gonna turn to Katerina. What do you think? Should we go on foot?
That's probably best, yeah.
Because I feel like apprehending them is probably our best bet. However, I don't want to put the dogs in danger.
Yeah, let's leave the dogs here and then let's go on foot.
Leave them here?
Yeah.
Okay, go on foot. What do we want to do? I have a few spells that might work.
Well, I mean, there's 6 of them, so I mean...
There's only 6, but there might be more inside.
Mm-hmm. Have you fought goblins?
I'm going to roll. See if I fought goblins.
Does anybody speak Goblin?
Let me check.
Nope.
Nope. I speak Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal.
Okay.
So here's where I say probably fought goblins.
With College of Eloquence, I have access to universal speech. A limited version of tongues for 1 hour for free every day, and you can do it again by spending a spell slot.
Okay, so you could speak Goblin if you want.
I don't. So I will bring that up with Lysithian, like, oh, I can. Jesus. I can talk to them.
All right. So what are you going to say? Sing to them in Goblin? We down to Goblin Town? What do you want?
I don't know. I don't deal with goblins.
I've seen them from afar, but I've never fought them. So
can I roll to see what I know about goblins?
Sure, you may.
Yeah.
Both of you can make me. Both of you can make me an intelligence roll.
Okay, I'm great at those.
Oh no!
So
I had a really good one, but then my
it's a 19.
You can add half of your level to this if you really need to, Mike, because you're a bard. Yeah.
So that's still gonna be like a 10.
I mean, they're pretty opportunistic. They're not particularly tough, but they swarm. There's some dude in the Southlands who keeps hunting them down. I don't know. Some stories say he has a Texan accent. Others don't. Hangs out with a cleric. Cleric's pretty cool. Sorry. Come on. You're asking about goblins. I gotta make the joke.
Right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's all I've been thinking.
I'm living for it.
Goblins.
All right.
Anyways.
They're very opportunistic. However, Hayden, you are going to know right off the bat that goblins are aggressive. They are not particularly smart. They're very greedy and covetous. However, they're not mindless. Like you can trade with them. They're honestly, your world, you'd probably see them more like Jawas than like Goblin Slayer goblins.
Yeah. All right. From what I remember, we can talk to them. They do like to trade. They like shiny things, you know?
Well,
like they left the body, but they stole the iron, right? So
I mean, we have shiny things, I guess.
we have lots of shiny things.
Okay.
I'm willing to throw a few coins. I'm gonna start just kind of digging through my bag. We're like, I have this, I need this. I don't really have that many shiny things. I have a pearl, but I'm not going to get rid of that. I need that for magic.
I'm gonna talk to them.
Okay. So activating that, can you make me a perception roll, please?
Damn it. I wish Katerina had slept last night.
Mhm.
8.
8? Do you have your advantage still? Or your inspiration?
No, I spent it.
No, we both burned ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Okay. You can have mine. I don't need it.
okay. So go ahead.
Oh, that's a 19.
As
Nice.
you're approaching, you activate that, and you're going to start hearing them. I'm just tired. This is stupid. Why does Isabelle want this anyway? She wants it for the king, obviously. Shut up and keep pulling. I'm just tired. I want the sun. I want something to eat. I'm just so cold. We're all cold, you fool. Just pull. Am I the only one pulling up here? Come on. You guys are pulling? Shut up, Bryn. I'm just trying to kid around.
Okay, so hearing that, Katerina is gonna say out, hey, do you want something easier to carry than that sled?
Okay. So they are going to... What'd you say, Lar? I didn't say anything. Do I sound like I have that kind of voice? And they'll turn and see you, speaking Goblin at them.
I said, do you want to trade for something that's easier to carry than the sled?
Make me a persuasion roll.
That's gonna be a 16.
A 16?
My other one was a nat 20.
Oh, you did this to yourself.
I know, but it's worth it.
Do you think a 3-hour nap in the snow would be enough to take away your exhaustion?
I don't think so. She's
Okay.
pretty wrecked.
All right, cool.
And it's more fun.
Okay. So, 16. One of them is going to reach down to their side and pull a horn just kind of up and near. One that looks like the oldest one of them steps forward. And, who are you? Which, of course, to Lysithian sounds like, me the lie, or la. Who are you?
My name is Katerina. I can trade you gold, food.
She has food. Shut up, Bryn.
I have food.
Show us the food first.
All right, I'm gonna come up to you.
Don't try anything stupid.
I'm not an idiot. There's 6 of you. There's 1 of me.
Lysithian, are you just hiding nearby?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm staying out of sight.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll
And-
stealth or?
Yeah, you go
just-
ahead and make me just a stealth roll. It's very low because of the distance.
Okay, let me just plus my stealth. That's gonna be
I was
a
gonna
14.
14? Yes. You're riding up
And-
with Callie, right? Or you're walking up with Callie?
Well, I was gonna say because it was one never really designed like because Kai went walking off by herself. I'll say Vistra's kind of like in the halfway point because seeing them with her dark vision, because if it's 120, then
Yeah.
60 is in the middle.
Yeah.
So I think Vistra's like kind of keeping an eye on both kind of separate areas just to
Okay.
see if
Oh, wow. Just got a
If she
couple of
needs to
donations
jump.
for Extra Life.
Oh,
Woo.
nice.
Ooh, Amy got 2 in a row. Good job, Amy. All right, so sorry about that. So you're gonna what are you doing then? So Lysithian, what did you get on your roll?
I got a 14.
Okay, so you're fine. You're hunkered down. What are you doing?
Who
Vistra.
is that directed to?
who are you pointing to?
Sorry, Vistra.
I'll see-
So my bad.
Hanging back between like keeping an eye on Callie and keeping an eye on what's going on the sled, kind of far like
as far as
so-
you can without being noticed.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you can make me a stealth roll with advantage since you're kind of
Okay.
like really far away.
All right. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Sounds good. All right. So Katerina, what are you saying now? So you approach, you say, there's 6 of you. There's 1 of me.
Yeah, there's 6 of you. There's 1 of me. I'm not gonna be an idiot. But I'd like to trade to get that big heavy sled off your hands, so you don't need to worry about it.
Show me the food first.
And she'll open up her pack and show the, all the food rations she has. I'm assuming she has I
think you have like 5 days worth still.
Yeah.
Let me, I should probably sample it to make sure it's not poisonous.
She'll chuck them a piece of trout. It's good. This was my breakfast this morning. See? It's good.
He'll turn around and like offer his I guess family or at least friends to pick some meat off of the bone.
What do you have to trade?
I have some gold, I have more food, I have some clothing.
Clothing and food. Yeah, clothing and food for the iron. That sounds fair. Gold would be good too, but clothing and food will be fine.
Okay. How much food would you like?
As much as you can give. Whatever this is worth to you. It's a lot of iron.
Alright, just give me just a moment. Let me go back to my sled and see what else I have.
We're gonna eat.
Okay, just hold on, I'll be right back, okay?
He turns back to his friends.
We're gonna eat. Clothing.
She's gonna go back to where Lysithian is at the sled and be like, okay, they've agreed to give us the sled in exchange for some food and some clothes.
It's insane, but okay.
So
I'll pull out,
that's all they want.
I'm gonna pull out like 5 days worth of rations. Because I have like 9. I have 9 days worth in my pack.
Oh, nice, okay.
Yeah, no, I bought a shitload. So I'm going to pull out like 5 days worth and give like one of my extra scarves.
Fantastic. All right, and then Katerina will go through her pack that's on the thing and pull out her, like one of her, costumes that she keeps.
Yeah.
And some more food and go on back to the goblins.
Okay. So
yeah, while she's doing that, sorry.
No, you.
I was gonna cast message because I'm just assuming
you
in
can
character,
vaguely see them, yeah.
Vaguely see like where my friends are. I'm gonna like point at Vistra and I'm gonna cast message. Let's pull out my little copper wires, just like, okay, so we're trading with the goblins. We've given them some food and we've also given them some clothing. So don't attack them. Everything is fine. They're going to give us the iron. So just back off. We've got this. You can respond.
She says, what about the other sled? The polar bears? What about them?
Meanwhile, at the other sled, at the wagon, Callie, can I get a stealth roll off of you?
Okay.
Was that 19?
17.
17, okay. Okay. As you are approaching, one moment. Are you kidding me? My dice betrayed me. I had advantage on that, and I didn't see a damn thing. Okay. You are going to see that from the top of this wagon, a female goblin is sitting there perched. On her arm is a resting hawk a small leather stitched cap on its head. She's cooing to it gently. So that's what her house from the house. You can sneak up to the bears, but I need you to make me an animal handling roll.
Well, I was basically gonna get into position and then kind of keep an eye on what's happening. But basically, I'm trying to take the bears away if they start fighting us.
Oh, okay.
So that we don't get attacked by polar bears.
Okay, so you can hide out pretty well.
Yeah. And then I guess I'll kind of watch with what's going on.
Okay. A few minutes later, the actually, let me see if the bears notice you. You're too far away for the bears to care. All right. Oh, beautiful. I'm happy to say, guys, Amy just pointed out that we are at $6,100 US and $6,160 for Extra Life this year already. So that's fantastic.
Nice.
So exciting!
We're almost at Canadian 10,000, which is kind of like a dirty 20.
It kind of like a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so, oh man, good job. It means we're the 105th ranked team in the world.
Nice.
I want to get us under 100 when we finish. That's my goal.
That'd be awesome.
It would be great.
I have a trick up my sleeve that I'm gonna see if I can make happen.
All right, we'll see about that. Anyway, back there, Vistra, you have your message with Lysithian, and Katerina reapproaches the goblins. And they happily will take the goods from you. It's heavy.
That's okay. I can take care of it.
One of them will spit kind of in the direction of it. One of them will kind of act like he's going to kick it, but then thinks better of it at the last minute. Stupid sled. Stupid heavy sled. Hate. They raise their food and clothing.
I'll give them each 5 gold. Is that fair?
Yes. Fair. We just want to go home. It's too cold out here.
It's horrible out here. Nobody should be out here.
Yes, don't be out here long. You're not horrible. Not like the rest.
I
Let's-
try.
You're
Have
goblin.
it-
You're goblin. Little funny.
Not
It's-
surprised.
It's cute.
It's a difficult language to learn. Well, you have a safe trip home, okay?
And you. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
And they will turn and begin heading off into the snow back toward the wagon. Are you all doing anything, or are you just going to observe for now?
I'm just gonna observe.
Just
I'm
staying
sneaking
where I am.
towards Callie to
Okay.
kind of relay the message.
Give me give me a stealth
Sorry.
roll. Oh, sorry. And Katerina?
She's just gonna perch up onto the stack of iron ingots and just kind of sit there cross-legged.
Okay.
I'm
If I
going
see them starting to
my
move away,
inspiration.
I'm gonna start moving back towards that then.
Okay. All right. So with inspiration,
Much better. 19. I rolled a 3 the first time.
and I rolled an 8. This hawk is supposed to be keeping an eye out, and it's just like asleep at the wheel. It's just like, nah, I'm good.
Well,
Damn it,
how
Tony.
is it supposed to keep an eye out if it's hooded?
It wasn't hooded until I rolled 2 nat 1s in a row.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm like, I guess it's wearing its sleeping hat. So that's the only thing that makes
If it's
sense.
asleep,
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like, I'm like, oh, what do your eagle eyes see, Hawkulus?
fucking nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Callie's just so sneaky.
No, it's just looking at 5 feet and up. So you and Vistra are just like,
She's so sneaky.
you're walking under the limbo pole.
She is naturally sneaky by
Hilarious.
being short.
We both are. Team small. Team small.
Yeah, and
Oi.
Hypothetical in the chat is excited because there are 2 ways this can go, and you guys went one direction. The goblins are going to approach, and you will see that the female goblin that is sitting up top is going to call down and kind of give them a gruff, kind of a, well, best we could have done type of look. And with that, they're going to load up into the cart, or into the wagon, lash the bears a bit, and head back into the winter, into the darkness.
Right.
You now have acquired a 300-pound sled of ingots.
All right, let's go.
And,
All right.
and at this point, with the goblins moving out of the way, you can probably all just you can probably all start to hear a little bit of violin playing and just in the snow.
So what you miss, Callie, is apparently they took food and clothing as a bribe.
Cool.
Yeah,
We just...
it was great.
All right. So how are we going to transport this? Are we going to tow it ourselves? Are we going to... What are we thinking? Because...
Your dogs can probably do it, actually. Sled dogs, just so you're aware, one sled dog can pull 360 pounds.
Oh,
What?
Yep.
Damn!
Yeah.
Our boy's swole!
Yeah,
You're
these
right.
dogs are strong. So this
I
is
know, I have a corgi.
that's true. So this is a 300-pound sled, but each one of your sleds has 3 dogs.
so
So-
we could put 2 dogs on the iron
Yeah.
and still have 2 for each.
That's true. Yeah,
Do
that's
we
actually
each
a good way to do it.
We could each give up 1 dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right.
And then, yeah.
Well, shall we lash them up and head back to Bryn, Shander?
And
Yeah,
if they
let's
get
do it.
tired, I can help out for an hour.
That's fair.
Sure.
I think a
Diplomacy
dire
with
wolf with strength
goblins.
17 can probably pull it too.
That's pretty good.
Probably.
I mean, Vistra could probably have a go at it.
Not as quickly though, right?
No.
No.
I'd
So-
love to get back to the inn and go and have a good night's sleep.
Let's
Yeah,
try
you
and
need a
do
nap.
this
We'll
where
get you a nightcap.
maybe Vistra and my sled should go first, help break trail, and then it should
Yes.
come in the middle so we protect it and see it.
And then we'll go in behind.
You
Yes.
guys take up the rear.
Actually, I'll drive that one.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they'll need
probably for the best.
Vistra, you
Yeah.
go first, I'll go second, then you guys come up behind.
Sure.
Yeah, because I have dark vision as well, so I can keep a good
Yeah.
lookout.
I can keep an
That's a
eye on
good
our
point.
6. So,
Yeah.
Katerina, you drive. I will keep an eye on our 6 to make sure nothing comes.
I will pull out the
Sounds
lantern
good.
and have it on my sled so I can see what the hell I'm doing.
All right. You head off into the night, making it back after about an hour, about two and a half hours actually. You'll ride into Bryn Shander. Ride right up to Blackiron Blades and drop off the ingots. The dwarves are elated, or at least as elated as they ever are in their exhausted state. And Hruna will happily pay you. Let's see. That was 4 of you here.
Yes.
4 bloodstones. As promised.
And she'll shake out 4 large bloodstones, each of which can be sold for 50 gold pieces, into your palm. As you look at the ingots, she checks them to make sure that they're legitimate. There are 300 of them, wrapped in thick burlap, tightly secured to the sled with iron straps. Each one is, pardon me, it's 600 pounds. They printed 300 somewhere else. But it's fine, the dogs can do it. Each is stamped with the foaming mug symbol of the Battlehammer clan.
Good doing business with you.
She says, coughing
You as
into
well.
her arm.
Pleasure.
And the offer stands, Gan says at the back. 10% off of any of my stock,
Thanks.
for as long as you're in Bryn Shander.
Alrighty. Well,
Unless
we're
you want to
probably gonna head
open
out.
an outlet store at one of the other towns.
Well, we're still in town for at least one night, so
Yeah.
we'll
Time
see
to-
what tomorrow holds.
I suppose we will. And speaking of which, it's been good having you here, adventurous.
Thank you.
Best of luck tomorrow at dawn.
What?
What's tomorrow at dawn?
The lottery.
Oh, shit.
And I think we're going to call a game there. Because that Lysithian's face was perfect.
I've avoided this for so long.
And I warned you guys at the beginning when you went through that it would be in about this many days. So tomorrow morning is a lottery to see who gets strung out on the ice.
TPK.
No, it'll just be one of you. So if anybody wants to switch characters, now's the time.
I'm not liking Vistra too much.
No. They have a book nerd friend.
I know. He wants to date you platonically.
Oh my god, dude! You have no idea how okay I am with that.
I know, because he was like, oh, I don't know how to do this because that guy just got shocked from even. I'd rather trade poetry and cuddle in front of a fire.
Dude, platonic cuddles are the best. Listen.
Like he's totally totally ace halfling, totally not arrow, totally happy to fall in love with someone, just none of that stuff.
Thank you.
Like
You gave
romantic
Lysithian their
poetry.
perfect match, man.
Yep, and his name's Gemwise, which is the best Samwise joke I get.
Oh, I love that.
I was like, he's like my Sam. He could be my Sam.
God, it's so good. It's so good.
Damn it. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna fucking die. You know what?
Or he is.
Or
Or
he's
he
gonna get
is.
lotteried.
Guess I'll go fuck myself.
Don't
Better
do
not
it,
be
Callie.
Markham.
Well, and I've got to be extra cruel because technically, guys, and this is not a spoiler for the book, I don't think the lottery actually has mechanics in the book. It's just something they're like, it happens occasionally, and I'm like, well, drama.
Just roll for it, I guess.
Roll for it. So that's going to be it for us tonight here on Rime of the Frostmaiden. Thank you for tuning in with us. I hope you had a great time. I had a great time.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
You had a great time?
Me too.
Oh my god, it
Yeah,
was,
that was a lot of
so
fun.
good.
Fantastic time.
I
Try-
live for like what I call what we call mansion games, where it's like a lot of like role play, shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so good! I live for like
That
heavy
was
role
really
play
good.
mansion
That
games.
was so good.
I wish I
Oh
could have
my
stopped
God.
yawning though. My God. I've
Yeah,
had, like,
it was a very
3
yawny
coffees.
night too, but it was...
Dude,
I
I
wish
feel
my
that.
eye had stopped watering at some point.
Yeah, what happened? Did you... Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Did you accidentally get some of your makeup in your eye?
Yeah, I think I might got some of my
Oh, that
liner,
sucks.
and I think I also might have put on a little bit too thin right at the.
Because your eyes look great. It's
right
too bad you
here.
wear glasses.
I know. I need to
Yeah.
actually. I'm booking an eye test.
Oh, to get the
so
contacts.
that I can get contacts.
Yep, Costco. Always go to Costco.
Nice.
Yeah, because I want to
Um,
get the colored contacts for this.
Oh, I think Solomon 52 has a great option. The jerk from earlier gets picked.
Yeah.
Which one? There's so many jerks. There's so many jerks. Hypothetical,
kinda
it's good. It's
joke.
good to have you with us. It's good to have you, Solomon52, as well. Good to have everybody. And Stu, if you come watch this and catch up later, good to have you as well. Ex Psychotic, thank you so much again. And everybody else in Twitch and on YouTube later. It's good to have you. We really do enjoy. And keep leaving comments. I will keep responding to them. And yeah, it's nice to have a community that enjoys playing with us. And watch some of our other games. Our other games are good too.
Yeah.
They're like super good and super funny. So like go watch them. They're a lot of fun.
You're a lot of fun, Kelly.
Oh no, shucks. Oh gosh. So the one thing I wanted to ask was, what adventure do you guys want to go on next? Because you're done with the 5 things from this chapter. You can do more of them. So you can go back to Bremen. But right now it seems like there are 3 locations that you can go that are kind of cooler. There's 1 going up to the cabin, 2 going to the pirate ship, which is pirate ships are always good, and 3 was going to...
East Haven.
Oh yeah, you could go to East Haven as well, or you could do some of the, more of the starting quests.
Lysithian wants to check out that pirate ship.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, you say
Lysithian's like a-
pirate ship, and Callie's just like, wait, what?
I know Lysithian is
Pirate
like,
ship?
hello?
Pirates?
Like,
really?
that sounds so cool. That sounds like
Why
I could
the hell
find
would
some
there be
cool old
pirates up here?
things.
There's nothing to pirate.
Exactly. There's
Maybe they
probably
pirated
so
it
much
all.
cool old stuff on that boat.
So pirate ship, is that where we're leaning? What do you think, Mike?
I wanna. What are
I
you
mean,
thinking?
it
Mike?
just sounds fun.
Yeah, pirate ship sounds fun.
Okay.
Katerina is right now
So-
one track mind to East Haven.
Okay.
Mike, however, thinks. I mean, I kind of know what to expect with that, but that should be awesome. But pirate ship also sounds like a lot of fun.
So pirate ship is far to the west.
Should we flip a coin? I'm down for either.
I'm just trying to find where East Haven is on the map real quick.
East Haven is at the south.
So,
Okay, so that's...
Yeah, East
Oh, yeah,
Haven
it's
is
down by the Red
H,
Run.
Yeah.
And then
Because whereabout is a pirate map?
the
Pirate ship?
pirate ship is all the way over on the sea of ice to the west. So it's a bit of a
Oh,
trek.
okay, so above
So-
the map.
So basically, you have gotten past the place where you do the starting quests, and now you can actually go away from the 10 towns and do Icewind
okay.
Dale quests.
Ooh.
And you know why this is, right? Because you leveled. Boom!
Ow.
yeah, right?
Sorry.
All right, so we'll figure out where we're going next time. We will see you then, because I got to prep for it. And I definitely want to know for next game, because I've got to run 4 games over Extra Life. And the night, so we do Extra Life until the night before Rime. So I want to be like on top of my stuff.
Shit, guys.
We get new points. It's level time.
It's level time.
Right?
Level up. Level up.
I was looking at
Level
my
up, level
sheet
up,
and I
level up.
just realized that I never actually leveled my sheet.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
How?
yeah. I
I can
didn't.
raise 2 stats to 18.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like, I
you
didn't.
guys are level 4 now, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
level 4.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't add any of my college stuff on there. I didn't add my new spell slots.
Well, no wonder. Like, go do
And I
that.
didn't add any of my. I didn't add my new ability scores.
Oh, man. All right, so, hey guys, we will see you next time on Rime of the Frostmaiden. Be sure to tune in this Wednesday night for Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735, which is the second of our Halloween episodes for that game. It's our homebrew, and there's a lot of love in that game. It's a lot of fun, and I think you'd really like it. I also invite you to come back and watch all of our games in order this weekend for Extra Life, which are Dungeons & Dragons High School, which I'm running, followed by Sailor Moon, the Vancouver Sailor Solar Scouts. Then on Saturday, we start with... What do we start with on Saturday? We start with Hunter the Vigil Blood Drive, which is... all of the hunters from last year transporting a vampire from Vancouver to Calgary.
That's me.
Then we have... Oh, wait, no, that's on Sunday.
Oh,
That's on,
isn't it?
that's
Isn't
on
it,
Sunday because Hayden's in that one.
Animal Corral?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Animal Corral, so it's animal characters rob a casino. Then it's I run a game with a bunch of demons in Vancouver who pull off a time heist. And then we end that night with Psychotic running a game where I get to play and paint myself green. That is called Dead and Breakfast. It's about a haunted bed and breakfast. And then the next day we have Hunter the Vigil game with the vampire. Then we have a game ran by my good friend Way, that is an investigative game called An Elementary My Dear Kobold. That is like a Sherlock Holmes mystery in D&D. And we finish with a game called Masks, which is a super queer positive, adolescence positive superhero role-playing game from Powered by the Apocalypse, like that kind of engine. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So we hope to have you there. And if you can donate, great. If not, come and have fun with us, because we have fun with you. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody!